Tired? You good?
Dude, a little bit, man. Yeah, because we were just fucking stoked the whole weekend, man. It was just, so much sun, bro.
You are definitely sunburnt.
I definitely am for sure. And we woke up like maybe like 9:40 something. We're like, holy shit, we gotta go, man.
Today, right?
Yeah, this morning. Yeah,
wow.
we woke up.
Oh yeah, today's Monday.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought, dude. I don't even know what days are anymore.
Oh, dude,
it's like
I'm kind of the same way too, to be honest.
Every day is either it's like the weekend or all feels like one big Monday.
Mm-hmm.
You're just going. You're just ripping all week, dude.
Oh man.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Jay, are we alive?
Rolling. Hell yeah.
Cody from Drain, thank you for your time. I'm stoked to hang out with you and riff with you, man.
Dude, same to you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So we both came from Warped Tour.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sick. I think we're both sunburned. The lady told me, yeah, you're kind of burnt.
Oh yeah.
Kind of burnt, dude.
Yeah.
You so I've been on a riff search. All right, and I'm looking for really good warm-up riffs that involve 3 fingers. I've been 4 fingers, and I've been telling people constantly, like, I really love playing along to Master of Puppets, like that like bridge riff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the riff. I like that riff. I like the CKY riff. So really simple, catchy riffs that involve 4 fingers. You have a riff in Living Proof.
Yes.
Where it involves 4 fingers in like it's a very simple chug riff, but you incorporate like the 4 fingers. What is that riff?
Yeah, that's the title track, Living Proof. It's
that one.
Yeah. That one, that's a great one, man. It's funny, I haven't played that one in a while, so I was a little like, oh shit,
sorry,
No, it's all good. But we haven't played that one in fucking like probably like a year or something, But yeah, no, that's a great track. Thank you. Yeah.
And I've heard you talk about how so you had that riff for a while, and you couldn't put it in like a song. It took you like over like a year, right?
Dude, yeah, it seemed like it, yeah, because while we were writing the album Living Proof, it was like I just had that forever for like in the back pocket, and we were like, we all agreed, we all loved it,
but just couldn't.
And we were just like, what do we do with this, And it was just kind of like, and at a certain point, it all just came together. I think Sammy came up with I think it was like the verse, the dun, 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 you know what I mean? And then after that, it all kind of just came together, So, but
yeah, that's I think something that we all struggle with. Like sometimes we'll just approach a wall.
Oh yeah,
and you just can't get past. I can't get past this fucking riff, dude. How do you
just straight up?
Yeah, how do you do that? And then how did you know when to keep going? It's like there's something here,
Yeah, I mean, just like in general, just like with riffs and stuff.
Oh,
just that one specifically. I mean, it was like I said. I mean, I had that forever, and then we didn't know what to do, and then it was like just one day, it was like we just came with that verse.
Nice.
Just figured because it was like that. It's that my riff is so like notey and so like kind of even technical in a way, but it's like Sammy's like, why don't we just go like a little just open chords for the verse, and that kind of expanded it for us in a way. It was like, okay, now we're onto something. Because in my head, I was like, sometimes I have a tendency to be a little too, and stuff, and I was like, let's kind of dial it back and kind of make it like a little like make it breathe, and then come back into something. So I think that helped a lot with the process of that song,
So it just came up with the second, and it kind of came out.
Yeah, basically.
And it's gotta be just persistence. Keep going. It's something here.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah, just persistent and stuff. And...
yeah, some need just a little bit more love. It's like, how did you come up with that particular riff?
I don't know, man. I mean, to be honest, it's like if people will ask me like how I come up with my riffs, and a lot of my best shit I just come up with just like on the fly, and like I wasn't really necessarily thinking of anything when I came up with that. I don't know. I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I was just like, I like a lot of like hammer on pull off stuff. So I was like,
oh,
okay. So then it was like, I added that. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a little. It's kind of like a finger twister in a way, but like slow. It's just like.
No, dude, I
Oh
gotta
yeah,
bust it out
you
another
want to
time.
learn? Yeah,
And you're
yeah,
and you're an E flat, correct?
yes, yeah, yeah. So it's like yeah, like 4-1 open. Yeah,
And you're down picking that.
yeah.
That makes it a riff. Okay. That's a great warm up riff.
Yeah. Yeah, the little tail end, the little yeah,
That is a great warm up riff.
it's a tough one, but yeah.
It's pretty
Thanks, man.
it's very important that you're down picking that one.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah.
He's got
It's a blessing and a curse because I feel like I downpick a lot of things, and then sometimes it hinders me from maybe going even faster. Because obviously you can go faster alternate picking, but yeah,
hell yeah.
yeah.
So Cody, are you originally from Salinas or Hollister?
So that's a good question too, because people ask me that. So I was born in Hollister.
Okay, you're born there.
I was born in Hollister, and I grew up in Salinas. So it's like I lived in Hollister time I was born until about 5. Went to kindergarten there, and then my mom moved to Salinas with my dad, and then I basically grew up there up until I went to college, community college for like 2 months. So up until like
Me too.
yeah, yeah, it's like
It's not. This is not going to work.
yeah, I was there for a couple months, and I was like, you know what, man, I want to tour. I want to do some music. So, but yeah, so it's funny. I say both, really.
Okay.
But I mean, I really grew up. I went to all middle school, high school in Salinas and stuff. I actually got a funny one for you, bro. Do you remember playing East Salinas back in the day?
You know what? When I heard you say it, I'm like, why does that town sound familiar?
And the only reason, so I was not there, but so my old band Gardens was like a kind of like a ceremony, kind of like Dangers, kind of like hardcore band,
And you played drums for him,
I
correct?
played drums for that, and I
Okay.
remember when I joined the band at the time. So my bandmates are a little older than me, and they're like, "Dude, like, we saw Suicide Silence like in East Salinas, like
Why does
I
that
don't even
sound
know, it was like
familiar?
2007 or something." And then they said that your
I-
guys' van got broken into or something, and I just remember I always retain that story, even though I
Wow.
wasn't there, but I remember them telling me that.
Was it at the
And
garage?
I
I think Jade has found something. Salinas, California garage.
oh shit.
2006.
Okay. That's probably it, man. Yeah.
And you're are you 31 or 32 now?
I just turned 32, bro. Like,
Happy birthday.
thank you, man. about like a month ago or something. So yeah.
Nice,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Yeah, man.
So that was, what was that, 20 years ago?
Wow. That's fucked up.
32,
Yeah,
so 22.
that was 20 years ago.
So you were 12.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I said, it was like a little, I was a little before I started going to like local shows, but
Yeah, because you didn't go to your first hardcore show until like 14, right?
yeah, it wasn't until like middle school age. 'Cause I was like 12, I was still in like elementary, so, but yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Salinas, I'm like, yeah, you said it. I'm like, why does that sound?
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard that sound. Sometimes like the towns is kind of like mushed together sometimes.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, I do. Trust me, I totally get that, man.
Mm-hmm. So you're a big fan of like the 80s glam, like the 80s rock, and so and so is your dad, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Nice.
Dude, yeah.
And even like without your dad's help, you naturally found Kiss, and you're a big fan of Ace Frehley.
Oh, dude, yeah, I love Ace. I mean, I would say I'd put him in my top 5 for sure.
Top 5
favorite guitarist, man. Just for the sheer, just like early influence. Like I wouldn't even say like he really influences like my overall playing. I think he just influenced me to just want to pick up the instrument, and
That's
like
huge.
and just like his aesthetic, and just like his. I mean, bro, like look, like
Look at him.
like he looks so sick, and even I still think that. And as a kid, I mean, I was like, he was the one I was drawn to, just for him just being the spaceman and just, just ripping, on the Les Paul, and it just, yeah. And I'll never forget. Just like I think I saw the "I Was Made for Loving You" video. I think that was like the first one I saw.
I was made for loving you, baby. You
Yeah,
were made for
and that
loving
was
me,
like the
right?
first time. That was the first time I heard because I don't even know what he's doing on there. But he's doing that like kind of like tremolo, like
Oh yeah.
you know. And I was like, what is that sound? Yeah, whatever. You know, and now that I think about it as an older person, I think that is what made me attracted to like thrash metal too. Like later on, once I
Really?
discovered that, because I was like, I didn't know what that was, that tremolo, that you know, and I was like,
That's a heavy riff. I was just
yeah.
we're playing. I'm like, oh wow, that's kind of all right.
And I just knew I was so like
It's a new metal
addicted to
riff.
that sound. Like what is that sound? It sounds like a chainsaw or something. And then yeah, so
Did you ever like start jamming like Ace era Kiss riffs as like a kid or?
like kinda. I'm trying to think. Like, well, let's see. Trying to remember some Kiss shit. Let's see. Yeah. Trying to think, yeah, Cogent time again. Fuck, I'm trying to think what some other Kiss that I still remember. Remember I used to play Deuce.
I'm trying.
Well, this is like some solo, like 80s Ace Frehley, but Rock soldiers. Yeah, that's like all I know, honestly.
And that's his solo stuff.
Yeah, that's Rock Soldiers by Ace Frehley.
Okay, so you were even like deep into. I'm gonna learn like at least like a solo song. Okay, it's
Oh,
cool.
dude, yeah, because I remember for that song specifically, because I didn't even know he had a solo record like after that. But I remember as a kid, do you remember like Comcast On Demand?
No. Oh,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, you know where they had like the pre-recorded like music videos and stuff.
Chain link. Okay, I got it.
Yeah,
Nice.
and yeah, and I remember my dad, had Comcast, in the home. And I remember when I come home from school, I would just like get curious and I'd look and I'd be like, oh, and I'd see all these I'd see these band names that I recognize, and I was like, oh, Ace Frehley, and I remember they had the pre-recorded music video for that song, Rock Soldiers, on there, and I was like, this is nuts because he's got all like the soldiers like, marching and whatever, and yeah, you see it right here. This is definitely one of my favorite videos of all time, man. Like,
You're like, oh, that's what he looked like.
yeah. Yeah, I think that was seeing this video as a kid. I was like, oh wow, like this is what he looks like without the makeup, and that was my first time seeing him like that.
I remember some people were like heartbroken that, oh man,
Oh yeah,
where's the face paint?
yeah,
You know?
yeah. It's funny because like my dad, he hates Kiss like so much, and
Really?
like yeah, like and like he because I guess this was my way of like rebelling against him because he was like a Led Zeppelin guy. It's actually his favorite band, Scorpions.
Okay.
And I retained that from him and stuff. But like when I started getting to Kiss, he was like, "Oh man, we used to beat up kids who like Kiss back in '70." I was like,
Wow.
"Damn, Dad, what the hell?" But it's but yeah, I love that band though.
Do you remember any riffs you were jamming, like just starting to play?
Like in the early days. I mean, dude, honestly, I'll be honest, there's a lot of Metallica.
Okay.
A lot of Metallica was like, and I what's the word? Like I attribute that to like my down picking skill,
Of
because I
course.
got a lot of. I used to get the paperback tab books, like the Master Puppets and Ride the Lightning and stuff. You go into the music store and just get the paperback,
Oh
books.
yeah.
Sometimes they're like not as accurate,
Totally.
but I mean, just like wait, fuck. Yeah.
Nice.
Never forget that one, and but yeah, that was like definitely a lot of Metallica at that age for sure. And yeah,
Yeah, I was like, like because Drain is it's an interesting band. I was like, okay, I see like the one metal thrash guy in there, which is you.
Oh yeah.
I was like, okay, then like combining with like Sammy's voice
Mm-hmm.
and like the hardcore elements. It just kind of created like a whole other sound.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it seems like you really like incorporated like the thrash metal in there, correct?
Yeah, man. I mean, because to kind of bring it further after when I started getting into Kiss and stuff, and then I started finding like all the 80s thrash, and like that led me to like all like the I guess the crossover stuff, like thrash hardcore stuff, the Suicidal first record,
Mm.
and then like um like Uncle Slam and like fucking like Crumbsuckers, Ludacris, Attitude Adjustment. So like I really like love that stuff to this day. Oh, and obviously like DRI and stuff. So it's like
Mm.
that type of stuff that like combines like literally is a crossover of like a metal and hardcore thing. And I was like, I've always wanted to like be in a band that did that. And then when I discovered Drain, because they were a band before I joined, and I was like, oh, it's like they're doing what I want to do. So I became friends with them, and then I just now we got this band. But yeah, it's like I've always wanted to do something like that. Just kind of blend. I've always had that vision of blending the attitude and like the ethics of like hardcore or whatever, and then with like metal licks and like stuff like that, and again in my own way.
Okay, so it was
So
like a vision first.
definitely, I would say, yeah,
Okay.
because I knew that I wanted to play guitar in a band like that. Like I wanted to, because that's like I said, at a young age, I was discovering, like the early like the Cro-Mags, Age of Quarrel and stuff. So I was like discovering what real hardcore is, and then I obviously had all my metal stuff that I knew prior to that, and I was like, dude, imagine just like blending it together. And like obviously I would see bands that would like kind of do that already in a way, because you got like Leeway and stuff like that. And I mean, obviously we were huge fans of Municipal Waste, and I truly believe that they're like a perfect crossover
Really?
band of like that kind of blends all that stuff.
That's a band I never jammed.
Really? Oh, dude, like yeah, if you love just like that, just party, just
Municipal
stage
Waste.
dive, like oh man, Municipal Waste is. You want to talk about a band that me and Sammy first like bonded over? Because me and Sammy met when we were
You're like 20, right? 20,
yeah, like
21?
yeah, like 20, maybe like 19 going on 20 or what, because he was going to college at UCSC, and I think he came to see my old band that I was telling you about,
Gardens?
Yeah, and we were
Okay.
playing at the 418 project in Santa Cruz. Forgot we were opening up for ACXDC actually.
Sick.
Yeah, and he came, and I remember he had a Municipal Waste shirt, and I think I complimented him on. I was like, dude, like it's a sick shirt. He's like, thanks, bro. You guys were awesome. Da, da, da. And we followed each other on Facebook, and then we just kind of like kept in touch, But anyway, to bring it back to this, Municipal Waste was the first band that we bonded over, and yeah.
What's a record for people to check out from them that are not familiar with that band?
I would, dude.
Where do you start?
I would. Sammy would agree. I wish he was here for this, but Waste 'Em All, Waste 'Em All. That's Sammy's favorite record from them. And I think that is like their most like brutal. It's like fast paced. It's got like cool like little mosh parts in there, and it's just like I would say that's my favorite. If not that, like Hazardous Mutation. I mean, dude, honestly, all the records across the board, I really love. But I would say, yeah, Waste 'Em All for sure. Yeah, shouts out Municipal Waste, man. Shouts out Tony, all those guys, man.
Waste 'Em All.
Yeah.
Obviously, Metallica homage.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah,
We all do it.
Oh, dude, yeah, everyone does. Yeah,
It's like even the people that don't listen to them. I'm not like a thrash guy at all, but even me,
Okay.
I'm like,
I was gonna ask. Yeah.
I'll jam those songs.
No,
It's
yeah.
just it's so undeniable.
Oh man, yeah. There's some things that are just doesn't matter what you're into. It's just if it's undeniable, it's undeniable. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's just recently like, I heard him talk about James like talk about what he was jamming. He's kept his life and his influences and his playing pretty secret throughout his whole career. Like everyone, he'll be like, "Oh, I listened to like Johnny Ramone." I'm like, finally you said something. And then that's
Yeah.
I don't even listen to his band, and Uncle he says Ramone, so that's why I dove into the like Johnny Ramone so heavy like the past like year, because I get,
Oh, man.
like get like the down. Have you tried to play like Johnny songs?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just like,
So
I don't know if I know any off top,
super
but like,
down picky. Like you're
what's
just,
the beat on the Brat? That's like
Oh, yeah.
the first one that came to my head.
nice.
I think it's just that. Yeah. Beats on the Brats. Beats on. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah,
that's Don.
he was playing so
He's
low
so
too.
low,
Yeah, it
dude.
always trips me out when I see those videos, and I'm like,
And like his wrist is
damn.
like it just like contorts.
Yeah,
It's like, but he has like the swagger. I'm like, how is he? I was looking at him, his wrist. I'm like, how are you playing that way?
yeah.
He's
I
just
mean,
like,
hey man, it's just
fucking
like it's
so sick.
yeah. I think about that stuff too, and it's like I look at like dudes like Marty Friedman too, where he's got like an interesting picking stance.
Hmm.
You know, obviously legend Ripper. But I always wonder, I'm like, damn, like how did you learn how to do that? And I'll look at like one of my favorite guitarists, George Lynch. He has a similar thing to me where he has his three fingers out.
Mm.
He seems to be a little more like out, but it always trips me out how people learned how they got their stance. How did they develop that? Because some
Yeah,
people are more tucked in, some people are like way out here.
totally.
It's fun, interesting to see.
I do. I always say that there's two kinds of guitar players. One's with open hand and with the closed
Yeah.
hand. Like there's like it seems like there's like two of them.
Hmm.
It's like I tried doing the closed hand. I'm like I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't. I try. I'm like I feel it feels so awkward.
I think I feel like I alternate between the two depending on what I'm doing. Like I feel like if I'm doing some lead shit down here, I might be a little tucked in.
Mm.
I've kind of learned that because my fingers are so long, and sometimes I'll like, I'll
Oh yeah,
put down the
yeah,
volume a little bit, which sucks.
totally.
But I feel like if I'm up here, three fingers always out. You know what I mean? But yeah, interesting.
Is James Hetfield? Is he close handed?
No, he's I'm
don't
trying to
don't remember.
let's see. I'm trying to
Yeah,
picture it in my head right now.
I should know that, but
I should know that. Yeah, for sure,
is
Oh, it
he?
looks like
It looks.
it's been a minute since I've seen like a Metallica video like that. Let me see. Uh
Open.
y-
Open. Yeah,
yeah.
open.
He seems kind of in the middle. He doesn't seem like he's got a full it seems like it's a little like tucked in. Yeah, he's got the halfway stance. That's cool. That's awesome.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Man, everyone's playing is so fucking different, dude.
Yeah.
It's why I love talking to like players and like just seeing like, oh wow, you're like no one that's ever been in here or that I've seen.
Hmm.
Everyone has their own kind of the way that they've learned and just makes their sound.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite things about guitar and just guitarists. Like everyone I meet, I'm just like, yeah, how did you learn? Like how did you acquire your stance? Like I just think that's so interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you first got into guitar first, and then you then you got into drums.
Yeah.
Right. Why did you start playing drums?
Honestly, bro, because of my dad, and like because my dad played like I don't want to say it was full drums, but he kind of did like a school like the snare. When he was like back in the 70s when he was like in elementary school.
Hmm.
And he was like, "Oh, he's like, Cody, you should learn some drums, man." I was like, "Oh, And I remember I acquired what is it, the electric, the Roland
Oh, nice.
kit, because my dad was like, "I don't want you with the full one because I got got to wake up for work." So
Oh yeah.
so I don't want you so I had that with the headphones and stuff. So that's how I learned, and that was like shortly after, because I started playing guitar when I was 12, and then maybe like a year later, like 13, 14, that's when I started fucking around with drums, and then started learning like Motorhead songs, just kind of getting a feel for like the punk beat. And stuff. So that I would say like that's like the extent of like my skill. Like I'm a pretty good like hardcore punk drummer.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But other than that, like I'm not really like a good like metal drum. Like I don't like double bass. Like but
Yeah.
yeah.
It was more so like the punk side, right?
Yeah, and
Okay.
that's exactly what Gardens was. I mean, we were straight up like on some like American Nightmare, like Dangers, like kind of weird hardcore, but like yeah, like that Ceremony even, like that type of stuff. And yeah, we it was
Nice.
like that, so.
So Feel the Pressure.
Mm-hmm.
How did you like those those riffs in those songs? How did you come up with those riffs?
Dude, like funny, like I was saying earlier, it's like all my best shit, I think I just come up with it like just on the fly, and that's my favorite story about that songs too. So I remember me and Tim were at the practice spot, or Tim, our drummer, we're at the practice spot, and we were waiting for Sammy to get there. And Sammy was like, "Oh, dude, I'm gonna be a little late," getting there. We're like, "Okay, cool." So we were just warming up, we're jamming, we're just kind of playing whatever. And then I just all of a sudden just start playing that. So I just keep
Damn simple, dude.
yeah,
Fuck.
you know, I keep playing that, and then like Tim's kind of looking at me. He's like, okay, and he's just like, dun, 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 dun. He just simple beat, and then
Man.
we're like okay, like that. And I didn't, both of us didn't think much of it. You know,
Really?
we're just kind of jamming, just warming up, and then Sammy comes in like maybe like 20 minutes later or something. He's kind of like, oh shit, what's that, guys? And we're just like, I don't know, we're just kind of jamming, and he's like, fuck, that's kind of sick, you know. And we're like, oh okay, and then we kind of started to actually think about it more. I'm like, oh okay, let's just turn that into. And that's how it became what it was. Like it was just off of just nothing. It was just
Nothing.
we were just warming up jamming. That's it.
So you had nothing prior coming into the space at all. Did you kind of have
not that I remember. I can't remember what we would have been working on prior to that, or like yeah, I mean it was so long ago, you know, but like I don't really remember. But I don't even think we were writing California Cursed even at that point. I think it was so early on at that point. But yeah, I mean, I think it was one of those things where like we would just go to practice. So like we practiced at SCRS in Santa Cruz, Santa Cruz Rehearsal Studios. We did that for years, and we would just go just to practice the already pre-existing songs. Like we would practice like, you know, pretty frequently, you know, just go, just not even to work on music. Like we would just go and just drill the songs.
Yeah.
You know, just because one, we just love to, and then two, because we're like, fuck it, why not, you know?
Totally.
And then so, but yeah.
No, nothing. Just you and Tim was just locking in, and you were just like freestyling.
Dude, yeah, and like in
Dun, 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 dun,
you
dun,
know,
dun, dun, dun.
I got to shout out.
Dun, dun, dun.
I got to shout out my boy Tim, man. I mean, it's like I mean, at this point, me and him know we're so locked in rhythmically. I know his next move. He knows my next move, even if it's like, you know, not even in the set. Yeah, I don't know. We're you know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel that way? Like, you know, like I just know we've just been doing it for so long together that we're like, it's like our mind, me and Tim's mind are like connected and rhythmically. I don't know if that makes sense. Like
that explains it. You guys have a lot of history. It's just like the unexplainable chemistry.
Yeah,
there.
And if like one of us falls off, there's something. It's like we easily pick back up. I mean, you know, it's just repetition and just knowing your dude. You know, and just
Did you finish a song that day, or did it?
No,
take
we definitely
multiple...
didn't. I think it took like multiple days from what I remember, because we just had like the riff, and I remember it was like an intro. We played Sound and Fury Fest for the first time when it was at the Belasco, I believe, and it was literally just I think it was just an intro at that time. Can't remember. Again, like all this stuff kind of jumbles up, you know, like but over the years, but yeah, it definitely took. We didn't write the whole thing right there. I know that for sure. It definitely took like some time. You know?
Okay, so you would use it as an intro.
From what we did, yeah. And it was like this, and it was like this weird, like, I'm trying to remember. It was like, and it was like, it was like something like that. And then we would go into the, like right after that, you know. So we had some like different ideas for it, but you know, obviously looking back, like I love how it came out, you know what I mean. And the only thing I wish I could change about not just that song, but the record California Curse is like my tone. I don't know if you feel that way with like your albums, but
sometimes
you look back and you're like, fuck, I wish I could have done something like a little differently.
Totally.
You know what I mean? But by no means is it bad at all. I just kind of feel like, oh, I could have done something different. But I was also, when we wrote that, I was like, what, 22, 23, 24 when we recorded it. So it's like, you know, I understand for the time, you know, I didn't really know what I was doing, you know, but of
course.
Yeah.
I still don't.
Hey, honestly, yeah, I feel the same. I still don't know.
That's crazy because our song Unanswered, I always forget that we used that as a intro for a long time. It's just a blast, dun dun dun, into the first groove, and it wasn't a song for a long time. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah.
And then when we wrote the song, it was quick. It was like the riffs wrote themselves. It's creepy.
Yeah.
Like, okay, let's make it a song, and then within hours, like the bridge came out and like the outro slam came out. I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, isn't it funny how that works? I mean, I feel like sometimes when you don't think about it too hard, it just kind of, like you said, it writes themselves.
I know, really. Also, it's like I always try to go back to that child brain. It's like it's like just not thinking, just let it get out of your own way.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by that. I'm 40. I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
Just get out of my own
Dude,
way.
that's great, man.
Channel the fucking riff gods, dude. Just slam gods.
Straight up, dude. Yeah, that's how I feel, man. Yeah, I mean, just channel the riff gods and hope it all works out.
Do you remember the second riff that came when you guys actually like came together? Like, let's try to make this like a full.
Like for Feel the Pressure. Yeah. I think because the thing about Drain Bro is that like we're all very like interactive in terms of like writing. Because a lot of people ask like, do you write everything? And I'm like, well, I wrote like write the majority of it, but it's like Sammy will pitch in stuff, and like sometimes Tim has riffs. We all and like sometimes I'll have drum beats in my head that so we're all very like collectively like writing it. So I think the next riff that came about, I think it was the chorus riff. I think Sammy came up with that. I think he hummed it out to me or something.
Wow.
So it's just like the
dude.
And then the only thing that I added in was like I just added like that's like my thing. Like Sammy will bring like a kind of stripped down simple thing, and I will too sometimes, but he'll bring in and he'll be like, yo, like flare it up, because I what he means by that is like add in some Cody-isms, some fucking like the little like the thrashy stuff, whatever. And then so that's what I did for that. But I remember him, I believe, I wish he was here to fact check that, but he I think he came up with that for sure. And then I remember that was the next thing we added to that.
So did he hum that riff to you? It was like,
if I remember correctly, I just like I said, bro, sometimes my memories maybe we'll
I'm trying to unlock your memory. I'm trying.
I know. Thanks, man. Yeah, I would have been a big key in there, just like
I believe in chain linking. Sometimes someone says something, and you're like, oh no, and then like you start saying more, and then kind of like, oh shit, and your brain starts to like, okay, and then it kind of comes back slowly. Sometimes,
because the whenever I think about stuff like that, like I think about the moments, like I can picture me being in the practice spot, and I see Tim over here, and I see Sammy like right here, and I remember like the act of doing it. I'm still trying to remember, like, was he the one that hummed it out to me? It could have even been Tim. I don't remember, but
I haven't heard that process in a long time. Yeah, he like hummed me his idea, and I played it and added a little fucking ism in there.
Yeah, it's old school, OS, old school.
I'm gonna start humming stuff, and like, dude, that's the riff. What did you do for that solo? It sounds like you have a
shit. Let's see. Let's turn on this.
It sounds like a flanger or a chorus on there.
Yeah. So okay. Before I play it, so the on the studio version we used a was it the G7 or the G7 harmonizer, the Boss harmonizer?
Oh.
So and I got that idea because Dave Mustaine on I'm sure he's used it on other songs, but on the P Cells record he uses that. On some tracks, I can't remember, but anyway, but I just knew it as like a Megadeth thing, so I was like, oh, like that'd be cool. And Taylor Young, shout out Taylor, he recorded that record. And he's like, oh, he's like, yeah, let's he's like, I got one, let's rig it up, whatever. So that's what I used on that, like the little wow.
It's like it's quick, tasty, like
ooh. Yeah. And I remember and I remember I was like, oh, I'm gonna like put this, I'm gonna use this like in my my pedal board, whatever. And I remember we played Chain Reaction like shortly after that, and I tried to use I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to use the pedal, so it just sounded like not like it did like when we recorded. And I was like, I don't need this anymore. But I was just lazy. But anyway, but yeah, like the solo, it's basically just like I just kind of do this like little trill. It's like so. Yep.
Nice.
That's basically it. And it's like, it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, again, with like the tone of that album too. Like when I wrote that little solo, I was like, what, like 22, 23. So it's like sometimes when I play that, when I hear it, I'm like, oh, I could have done something a little different. You know what I mean? But also at the same time, it's cool because it's like, it's where we were at the time. And it's where I was at skill wise at the time, and I think that it's perfect for that song and that record.
Totally.
Yeah.
as long as you're pushing yourself, it's like, oh, that if you're doing the best you're able to do it at that time,
Mhm.
something happens.
Yeah.
It's like some kind of like, I don't know, something happens.
Mhm.
When you look back, oh, I wish you did something better. But if you did but there's like some magic to that, you
Mhm.
know. What did you use gear wise on that record? And then what do you, because you mentioned you wish you did something different. And then what do you wish you've done?
Right. So, it's funny. Someone asked me that exact question. What did I use on that album? And I was trying to remember. So basically, all I remember is that. So again, Taylor Young recorded it.
Hmm.
So we used a JCM 800 that he had there. We paired it with, from what I remember, we paired it with a Marshall Governor pedal
Mm.
that he had. And funny enough, we used a Metal Zone pedal. So
Oh yeah,
okay, so let me tell you about like the direction. So like
please.
basically what I was going for. So Pantera's my favorite band of all time.
Of course,
And I was going for, like, I really wanted like that Randall tone, like that Randall solid state.
it's hard to hit.
Yeah, and he's like, fuck, he's like, I don't have a Randall, and he was like looking on Craigslist, he's like, I can't really fuck, because we were like, oh, maybe we'll just kind of get one or whatever. And he's like, fuck, he's like, well, we can like try to what's the word, like manipulate that tone, or like
Mm.
or recreate it
Yeah.
in a way. So he was like, okay, like, and we used the Metal Zone, and so he threw that in there, threw in the Marshall Governor, JCM 800. I can't remember what noise gate he had on there, or he had some kind of equalizer pedal on there too. Again, like, this was so long ago, but that's really all I remember. And at the time I was really stoked on it, but I think it's what it is just like, I got older, and like I just kind of know more about tone now. So I'm like, oh,
Hmm.
like, thinking about my younger self, like, oh, I could have just, if I would have just did this, but it's like, but again, I think it's for that album, for that time,
Yeah.
it's fine, but
Are you happy with the tone on Is Your Friend? It
mm,
sounds like you guys like
very much so, very
locked.
much
It
so.
sounds like you locked in something.
Very much so, man. And like, and I've said this before to people. I was like, I feel like this album is very much like, it's older Drain. It's like mature Drain.
Mm.
We're all in our 30s, now, and it's funny to look back on like California Curse days. We're young as fuck, and then now we're here, and but yeah, it's in terms of the tone, yes, I feel like it's exactly what I wanted. And shout out to John Markson. He recorded that album and got me right with the tones and stuff. And that was uh that was awesome. I finally kind of felt like, I was like, okay, this is like at least closer to what I want, tone wise and
Hmm.
stuff, and at least what I'm rocking with now as a 32-year-old.
Mm.
And yeah, he killed it, man. And yeah, I absolutely love that tone on Is Your Friend.
What did you use?
So it was a, oh my god, what is the fucking album, or not the album, what is the amp? The it's like the Mark IV. It's not the Mesa Boogie, but it's the Diesel. Jesus Christ.
Okay,
Yeah, it's the Diesel amp, and it's
that's a diesel.
okay, so but it was a Diesel mixed with a PV Butcher too. So we had a PV Butcher, we had
Damn.
a Diesel. So he just had a smorgasbord of stuff, and he was like, yeah, let's. I told him what I want. I was like, look, I want like I want it to sound like, like a really, like, mid scooped, like 80s thrash tone, but I
Hmm.
want it like in like through like a modern lens. Like, I don't want it to sound dated,
Hmm.
but I want it to sound like it's got that, like, the modern punch, but it still sounds like a classic, something you would hear on like a Forbidden record or like Testament or something.
Hmm.
He's like, okay, so yeah, exactly. So that there's a deep knob on I don't
What's
know
a
if it's
deep?
I don't know if it's on this.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
there we go. Yeah, so the deep knob, I was like, bro, what is this? And he was like, I think that's just more mid scoop. So I was like, that, I mean, that's
crank it.
perfect, because the I yeah, so we use that.
We need that deep
Um,
tone.
dude, yeah. So we use that, and it was perfect. And then PV Butcher, um, and the interesting part of that though for me was because he was like, okay, if you want that 80s kind of feel to it, it was like the Fender. It's like the little combo amp, but it's like the Fender, um, like it's like the chorus. Like, I'm so bad with names, bro. But it's like the Fender, like a combo amp. Like, it's just like a chorus
Okay.
kind of thing, and but there's a certain name for it. But it just produced this chorus tone, but we had that kind of in the mix a little bit. So, but not like too overbearing, you know what I mean? But you can definitely hear it if you pay attention enough.
For like the main tracks.
Yes.
So you're blending in 3 tones.
Basically, yeah. And but it's like
Whoa.
if you pay attention enough. Wait, yeah, power.
Ultimate chorus 2-channel.
It might be that. My bad, John. If you're gonna watch it, you'd be like, yeah.
95, 2001.
Yeah.
Solid State? Was it a Solid State?
Because
this is a Solid State.
I'll be honest, I couldn't even tell you. But it was definitely, it was one of those. It was like a little combo amp.
Or is it this old?
It was about that. Yeah, it was like something like that. But either way, but we used that, and it like I said, if you go back to the tone, you listen closely enough, you can hear the kind of the subtle tinge of like the chorus on it, and I feel like that's what like kind of it gives it a round like kind of like, you know, like you can tell it's like, okay, like this is definitely like a kind of like an 80s feel to it, but it's not overbearing. Like I'm not, it's, you know, it's not like a overload of chorus, but just enough, and it also gives it punch too because the chorus like you know, makes it come out a little more. And I was just really impressed with how me and John just, you know, well, I should say John, you know, his direction, you know, just kind of.
You know what? That makes a lot of sense. I mean, I haven't thought about this till I saw this years ago. Remember Andy Wallace? Are you familiar with Andy?
I'm not too sure, actually.
Legendary producer, mixer. Like he mixed Nevermind. I mean, his range is crazy. He's done Chaos CD. He mixed Nevermind.
Oh,
and he mixed Iowa. So his like
he's the kid with the glasses, right? Yeah, I think I might have seen him. Okay.
Yeah, this guy. I remember he was talking about. Yeah, I ran Nevermind. I ran Chris's bass through like this old school chorus flanger thing. And it's so subtle, but something happens when you ran it through like a chorus. And like you listen back, you can't hear it, but it's subconscious.
Yeah.
Right. So it's so I haven't heard like a heavy band do it where you kind of added like some chorus in there. Interesting.
Yeah. Just something I just thought would be cool, and like I said, John fucking his direction, man, executed it awesome. Very, very stoked on the tone on the new album, and it's great.
Are you happy with the riffs on there?
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I'm happy with the riffs. You know,
I have some personal favorites, but I want to hear yours first, and play yours first, and then I'll
absolutely, man.
I have a couple.
I mean, dude, shit. I'm well, probably say
you're on the spot.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Sorry.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nothing But Love, right?
Yeah. Sick. Is that? And then it goes, actually, pretty much the whole song, brother. Sorry. Yeah, I would say that's definitely one of my favorites, and that was the first riff that I brought to the table for this album.
Really?
Yeah.
So were you? How did you write that riff? Just in like your room chilling, or
that was not in my room. That was actually at our new. No, I shouldn't say our new, but like our practice spot. So you know, I was saying that we practiced at SCRS in Santa Cruz, and that was like you know the little practice spots, whatever. And then we got a lockout spot at a certain point. We've had that for maybe like a couple of years or something. And so it was in our lockout spot. And I remember I was just kind of fucking around with chords or whatever. And then that's when I was just,
I love that chromatic riff.
Yeah, I don't know what was really going through my mind, but I was like, like that's cool. And then I was like, I kind of thought of like, okay, that's open, and then maybe just kind of like, palm mute and kind of like close it up. You know,
That's
make a
sick,
little
dude.
thrashy, give it a little punch to it, you know. And then yeah,
So fucking simple,
thanks,
dude.
man. Yeah,
I'm learning that about Drain as we speak. It's like, and then you'll add like these tasty little tails in the
mhm.
end.
Thanks, man.
It's
Thanks you.
cool.
Yeah, I love, you know, and I feel like the little tail end stuff. You ever like that band Violence, like
I've
Vio-Lence?
heard you talk about him. I never like sat down and gave him a solid listen before.
Okay. Yeah, I said I know you said you're not like super
Thrashy, I'm
into the
not.
thrash
I'm
and stuff like.
not.
Dude, I would very much recommend you and anybody to listen to Violence, bro. Those first two records, Eternal Nightmare, Pressing the Masses, like
Okay.
um um Rob Flynn, you know, that was
Yes.
he was in, you know, Phil Dimmel. That was their original band before Machine Head, and I feel like that put in my head because that was the first time I ever heard that type of stuff, like this little
Mm.
like chun, 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 you know, like the like
Yeah.
palm muted like little
Mhm.
tags on the end of stuff, and
Oh
I
yeah.
was like, holy shit! So it's like that. I got to give it to them. I mean, that definitely like influenced me.
I hear it now. Okay, that's where
Yeah,
that.
you
Okay.
know, just like all the little
The riff.
like in between, like, you know, like after riffs, you know, and like, yeah, I love just that sound of just like
Mm.
that palm muted, just like some like little like lick, you know, you know. So anyway, but yeah,
Cool. Well, you already played one of the riffs I was gonna recommend. I'm like, what was that chromatic riff?
yeah.
Cool. Now,
Um.
who's having fun?
Oh man, yeah. So
That's a super catchy song.
thanks, man. Thank you. So, like I said before, bro, you know, we're so collaborative, you know, with like, you know, our writing and stuff. And I remember Sammy came to to the practice spot and he was like, "Yo, I got this bass line." Cuz Sammy
Damn.
will sit at home and he, you know, he's got his own bass, you know, and he'll just kind of like write some little bass lines and stuff like
Hmm.
skeleton stuff, you know, then he'll bring it. What do you guys think? Whatever. So I remember
Hmm.
he brought that and it was like slightly different at first. It was kind of, from what I remember, it was like it was like some like just really stripped down. And then we're like, okay, how do we bring it into like a, because this is like probably like the poppiest thing we've ever
I
written,
know. I was like,
you know?
I was like, who? I was like, am I listening to Drain right now?
Yeah, yeah. No, and it was like, oh shit, like this is like we're gonna write something like that, okay. But then it was like, okay, how do we make it to where it's like not like make it where it's more of like a Drain style.
Mm.
So I was like, okay, and I was like, maybe throw in some Marauder chords in there. Maybe definitely got to throw some licks in there to kind of make it, but we'll keep the central like idea of it, you know. And basically, I guess what I came up was just like I went to that chord just to kind of make it a little meaner.
That
Yeah,
and the fucking
yeah.
tail. That's cool.
So and I just added that. I'm like, oh fuck, and then and yeah. So basically, like I would say, Sammy wrote pretty much everything about that song, like all the skeleton parts, you know, like
Mm.
the, you know, and I just kind of added flair to it, you know, just like. Because before it was just
Yeah.
and it was like that's just like the bass above it, you know, and I added all my shit, and then yeah, but to be honest, bro, yeah, that's probably.
I gotta play that riff.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course.
I
That's
gotta,
I would
I gotta
say.
play it.
So yeah. Yep. All right. And then yeah. So
Is that it?
yeah, and then you just yeah pinch the. Yeah, yeah,
That's so
basically.
oh
Yeah.
man, you're
Um.
fucking blowing my mind right now, dude. Because it sounds more, but it's actually really simple. It's hard to do.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Um.
I have something to jam on.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah.
That's it.
And yeah, man, that song, I love how it came out, man, and it's definitely one of my favorites. I mean, we'll probably get to talking about all the songs on the album because it's like I I enjoy all of them, and I think I can speak for my guys too. I think we all enjoy all of them. And this is like the first album of ours where it was like, dude, every song just like we just absolutely love. And but this song, I mean, dude, I love. Never get tired of playing this one live. You know, it's just it's great. It's a great song.
What other favorite riffs do you have? Because we hit my personal top two.
Oh, okay, sick.
Those are my top two.
Shit. Well, got this one.
It's locky.
Yeah. So. Then it goes into the. What? My bad. Sorry. We haven't played this one live yet, so I was like. Then it's like. I forgot. Damn. I forgot the second part. It's like
chain linking, dude. Do it.
Yeah, but mainly it's just
That's it. That's someone's gonna get their fucking nose busted riff.
Oh man, straight up, yeah. And it's like, yeah, like I said, I would love. We were talking about we'd love to play that one live. I just got to brush up on it, but yeah, that one. Kind of like a funny story about that too. So it's like, I know I was telling you I was like a lot of my best shit I think is like when I just not thinking about it. But this one I was thinking about it, and I remember I was sitting at my house in my living room. I was like, okay, like what is something that I would like mosh to? Like what would I go crazy to?
Yeah.
You know, I never really thought about that before. And I was like sitting there and I was like really like sounds dumb, but I was like just sitting there like my eyes closed, just trying to imagine
that's sick.
Like something.
Yeah.
Like what would young Cody, what would I be in the mosh pit to? What would I be headbanged, like whatever. And that just came to me. Like I just imagined like a vets hall, like, you know, like 200 cap vets hall, like everyone's stage diving, fucking going crazy, whatever. And I just pictured that, you know, with that, and I was like, fuck, and I just used that, and then I just built the riff around it, and that was it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But I would say that's one of my favorites for sure.
Can we do one more? You have any?
Absolute, dude. Yeah, I mean,
other riffs.
It's like I said, bro. It's pretty much like all of them. I mean, let's see. Oh, let's see. Oh,
dude, you got.
Yeah,
that's sick, dude.
And we play that one live currently. We played it yesterday, and yeah, that's great. We got a cool like you know, for the live shit, we got the wall of death going for that one, you know, and that was probably the second riff that I brought to the table in the album writing process. And I just had that dun dun dun, and I remember we were all like, it sounds like, I think it was Sammy that brought it up. He was like, this sounds like a Mortal Kombat or like a Tekken, kind of like a startup music, you know, like on the pause screen or something, you know, it's like, or like to choose your character, like, you know, where it's like dun, dun, you know, it's like you're choosing,
yeah,
or like
cool.
that, or it sounds like it's about to like a race is about to happen, like start your engine, and then when it opens up. Yeah, you know what I mean. But
Mm,
so
mm, mm,
we definitely we all really enjoyed that album early on, and or sorry, that song, Jesus Christ, we enjoyed that song early on, or that riff at least, and then we built into what it is, and yeah, so
That's sick,
yeah,
man. Well, we gotta talk about the Jackson, dude.
of course, man, yeah, let's do it.
What's this? What's this guitar?
So this is the MJ series Dinky. This one is really special to me because this is the first one that they hooked me up with at the time. Because I remember about 4 years ago, this is the first one that, shout out to Mike Tempesta Jackson. He sent this to me, and it's got a lot of sentimental value to it because it's first one, and
Hmm.
it plays great. I love this thing. Like, this is always will be in rotation. Whenever we're touring, like because sometimes I'll swap out guitars. Like, oh, I'll leave this one home. I'll take this one, but this
Yeah.
one always stays in the rotation. It's my goat. Feels the best, the greatest. Love it. Yeah.
What are what are the specs? Like the woods, neck,
Yeah.
tuners, pickups.
Yeah. This, so we got some Seymours right here, man. We got the Floyd Rose right here.
So if people don't know, if you're just listening, is it actual Floyd Rose?
It is. It is. Yes. Yes.
A real Floyd. And what do you recall the model of the Seymour Duncans?
I do not actually.
That's
And
sick.
that's yeah, yeah, I know a lot of people say that, yeah, because it's I
Are they okay? But it might help people find them. So is this stock?
yeah, these are stock, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
So these came with the guitar, and
Okay.
I used to play specifically EMGs a lot when I
Hmm.
was a kid. I would just have those a lot in my guitars, but you know, I love the sound of these, bro. I mean, they sound good, and it's like I never really had a desire to like change them out or like or anything.
Hmm.
I've always wanted to give like the Bill Lawrence pickups like a go, like the dime bag ones,
Oh, okay.
and maybe I'll throw those in a couple of my other guitars at home or something. And then, but yeah, I've never had an issue with these, man. But yeah, these are great. Um, and yeah, bro. I mean, yeah, like I said, bro, this guitar is like just has a lot of sentimental value to me, and I love it. I usually call it the
The Great
Great
White.
White
Yeah, it's
guitar. Yeah,
cool. It's
people,
cool name
yeah.
for it.
So, but yeah, I love this thing, man.
I
Um,
assume maple neck.
yes, yes, it is. Yeah,
Nice,
it's
dude.
very smooth. It's very, very fast. You can get to one place very fast. It's great. Yeah, I think this is 22 frets, or if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it's 24. I think it's 22.
22. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like I said, bro, this thing's great. The only thing I would have is like if for me at least, got to get the volume knob over here because my fingers always
Oh yeah.
fucking turning it down and shit. It's like, but that's just a me thing. But yeah, man, these are great guitars, man. I love Jackson. I've always loved Jackson guitars. I'm very honored to play them and be a part of the team and everything. And so yeah,
We gotta tell Tempesta, hey, you gotta make Cody from Drain a custom.
Oh, hey, man, I would not be opposed to that. I would be very honored, man. That would
How
be
long have you been playing Jacksons?
shit. I mean, like since. So like I played them a little bit as a kid. So like so I'll tell you this much. So like I remember my first guitar.
That's one of my questions. Just goes.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Let's
So
go in.
okay, so let's get into it. So my cousin Sarah, she at the time, I mean, she's still into this stuff, but at the time, and she was super like sick, like punk rock chick. She had like spiked hair. She had like all these like bracelets and shit, whatever. And shit. She had like Green Day posters in her room and stuff. And I remember like we'd go over to her house for like like family get-togethers and stuff. And I was always interested. I was like, oh my, like Sarah's so cool. Like she's got like all this shit.
Yeah.
And I'd always want to go in her room and like kick it and stuff. And then she was like, oh yeah, like she figured I was interested in like rock music and stuff. So she started like letting me play her guitar a little bit, and then she ended up giving me her guitar. And it was like she had two. She had a BC Rich, like the BC Rich bitch. I think that's what it's called, the
Hmm.
BICH.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So it was that one. It's like a red one, and then it was like some like shitty Ibanez that I don't even remember the model, but I remember she was like, "Oh yeah, you can just have these because this is like I don't even play this."
Oh,
And I was like, "Oh," I was like so excited. So I remember I went home and just just put myself in my room for like a couple months, couple summers, as a kid, like in middle
mm.
school, and I just didn't even go outside. I just fucking played. But anyway, but yeah, that was my first guitars, and shout out my cousin Sarah. And shortly after that, so I remember I played those. That's how I learned how to play off of those. And then we got to trying to think. Oh, so my actual real guitar was the Dave Mustaine signature V, like the black, all black V, like the Dean Dave Mustaine signature. And I remember I'd been playing guitar for like maybe a couple years at this point, a few years. And I remember my dad was like, he's like, oh, my dad, shout out my dad. He's very like, he'll be like, oh, he's like, hop in the car, we're gonna go somewhere. I'm like, okay. And he's like, where are we going? He's like, oh, don't worry about it. I was like, okay. So we get in there, and then all of a sudden I see the music store ahead, and I'm like, oh shit. And he's like, you know, and my dad just kind of gave me a little smile. I was like, oh, I was like, really? And he's like, yeah. He's like, but I wanted, and originally I wanted the, because I remember on the wall, this Wise Music in Salina, shout out to Wise Music. They had the Dean ML, like but it had a dime bag, like his face like airbrushed on it.
Is this it right here?
The yes, yeah, that was Wise Music. Shout out to Wise
Music.
Rest in peace, Pete Wise. He was the owner and the founder of Wise Music. Wise Music is still going on. I mean, I just went in there the other day to get some strings, but that's the second location. The original location where we went was in downtown. But
we're gonna find it,
right. But they had the Dean ML on the wall, and it had Dimebag's face airbrushed on it.
Is this it?
That is, yes, that's the original. Yep.
Wow.
So me and my dad, the entrance right there, me and my dad walked in there, and they had the Dean ML on there, Dimebag's face on it, and I was like, I want that one. And my dad looked at the price, he's like, bro, this is like $700. I'm not, I can't do that.
$700,
yeah, he's like, pick something out that's like 200 or under, and I was like, okay. So I'm looking, and then I saw the Dean Dave Mustaine signature in all black. And I was like, this. Yeah, yes. That was the one.
Oh, really?
I wanted that
His
so
face
bad.
is on it?
Yeah. I wanted that so bad. And then my dad was just
Dimebag's face is on it.
Well, first my dad was like, one, who is that guy? And then he was, and he was like, two, no, this is like $600-$700. And I was like, damn. And but I remember it was in like a glass cabinet.
Whoa.
Like they had it just, display or whatever. And the Dean Dave Mustaine signature is the one that I picked, and my dad was like, all right, cool. And it was like used,
Oh, great.
And so I rocked that for a long time, man, a long time, up until so going back to my old band Gardens, our guitarist, shout out to Wes, he was the guitarist of Gardens. Yeah, that's exactly the one that I had. Yep.
Wow.
And so I had that one, and this is like, I'm like 19, 20 years old, whatever, 21. And I'm living with Wes in Salinas in the B unit in the back of his house. And we had the garage was where we would practice for Gardens. And I had my guitar in that garage. And one day I was like gone, and he was cleaning out the garage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he had his car back there. And I guess like he was like backing his car up for something. So he had like all the shit out of the garage. And it was just like on the cement, like outside of the garage.
No.
And he backed it up.
Oh no.
And then a little bit, he didn't intend to go, but it's like, I guess the guitar was like sitting right there, and it just shattered to pieces. So when I got home, he was like, dude, I'm not gonna lie, man, I'm really sorry. And I was like, God damn it. And then he was just like, he's like, I'll just fix it for you, bro. It's all good. And I looked at him like, bro, you are not gonna fix this. Like, this is like it's not like he just broke off a little piece. It was all shattered, like, and everything. I was like, there's no way.
He backed in and ran over.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but
Wow.
yeah, I mean, because I'm trying to think how long I had that, because I had that guitar from the time I was maybe like 13 or 14 up until like 20, 21, and that was just my shredder for
Maybe it was
forever.
maybe that was just like God saying it's time for the next step of your life, dude.
I think
And
so,
then-
man.
And then,
I think
and then,
so.
And then that's right around where you met Sammy, or right.
Yeah, around there for sure, and definitely. And I remember, I'm trying to think. I had some other shit in between. Well, not in between that, but what I mean is like kind of at that same time. I remember I had an it was like a ESP. Oh my god, it was kind of like a Les Paul shape kind of body, but it was like a ESP. That was kind of a piece of shit, honestly. But it was like, I remember when I first bumped up to guitar for Drain, because I started off playing bass
Yes.
in Drain for a few months, and when I first bumped up, that was what I used. It was kind of similar to that.
Which one?
It was I can't recognize it. It was like kind of black with like kind of like a white kind of border.
Was it the kind of less poly shape?
It was definitely that, but it's none of these. I mean, but the pickups were ass, dude. It was just like, I mean, I don't know, I was fucking broke, and that's all I had, So,
Totally.
but I remember I played that for the first early guitar shit I was doing for Drain, And it wasn't until I remember I bought my first Jackson. Because okay, to bring it back though, when I was a kid, like, because I would play like I had friends that played guitar too, and they had Jackson, so I would
Mm,
go over to their house and like play. So like I already knew how they felt, and I
mhm.
knew like I was like, oh, like this is like state of the art, like this is dope, you know. But I didn't have my first one until I it was right before I moved to LA. So I'm thinking maybe like 2018 or something. I remember I drove to Hayward, I think, or somewhere in the Bay,
Mhm.
East Bay or whatever, and I bought this. It was like a fixed bridge Jackson Soloist,
Mm.
and it was like a burgundy, like really deep, like dark color. Um, and I bought it off of this old dude, and he's like, "Oh yeah," and he sold it to me for like 150 or something like that.
Nice.
And I was like, "Yeah," and then that was my first real Jackson that I owned with like my own money. And then I remember I bought like another soloist. It was like all black. It was super beautiful, man. That was like my first like guitar with a Floyd. And
Nice.
I remember that once I got to LA, because I lived in Pico Union for
Mm.
like a year, and I remember I bought it off of some dude there, and that was my first one with a Floyd. Anyway, but yeah, that's kind of the I guess the timeline of all that, you
Cool.
know.
So you're already buying Jacksons.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
sick.
Prior to that, and then to me being and yeah, because I was just it was great.
You kind of been everywhere, huh? So yeah, born in Hollister, moved to Salinas, and then yeah, you were living in LA quickly. It was 2019, right?
Yeah, I from what I remember, it was 2000 December 2019, and so it right before the
The whole
world shut
COVID thing.
down.
Yeah, wow.
S-
You moved there the worst time ever.
Dude, straight up, and it's funny to look back because it was like, if funny enough, all everyone in Drain moved to Southern back. Well, for them they moved back. I just moved, but like so like Tim moved back to Santa Barbara, Sam moved back to San Pedro, and like
Oh,
and then I was like I had always wanted to live in LA since I was like a kid or like at least try it out. So like, oh, this might be the time. And then so I got to experience like what like few months of normalcy, whatever 3 4 months, and then this whole shit shut down.
is that?
Um,
I'm just throwing. I'm just throw a
yeah.
curveball. Is that why the record's called California Cursed, or no?
I don't think it's specifically from that, but it's more of just like
Because it's the
it,
same
I,
timeline.
it's it is, but I think it's not specifically for that. I think it's more of the idea of like it's like we love California, like we love where we're from so much that like we'll
Mm,
never leave. Like it's like this like the lyrics like I'm a slave to this curse, it's getting worse. Like he was just like, yo,
mm,
it's
okay.
like I that's how I always took it.
Okay.
He's like, he loves we all love California so much that like we'll never leave, and
Mm,
we are a slave to the curse, so
okay.
yeah.
So you guys were writing in SoCal.
We did at one point, man. It was because around that time it was the when we were writing Living Proof, the album.
Oh, okay.
So, I think I had moved first, and then Sammy trailed shortly after. Then Tim was the last one to move to Southern California. But anyway, once we all did, I remember we were jamming different places. I remember we jammed at like my spot one time,
Hmm.
and then we would get like a practice spot somewhere like in the 805, and just like random spots.
Mm.
But it was shortly after that. I remember I think Sammy moved back home after a while. So then I would go practice. Like I would just travel back home to have practice and stuff. So
Mm.
it was a little all over the place. And then eventually, we all moved back and stuff. So,
Mm.
but there was a short stint where we were practicing in Southern California for sure.
Got it. You're like,
Yeah.
no, you got to go back home.
hmm Yeah.
It always goes back home, dude.
Exactly, man. Yeah.
Like your life is just it's one big full circle.
Right.
Do you have any recordings of the Barons?
Of the sorry, the what?
The Barons?
The Barons?
Yeah.
Oh, the Barones. Oh,
Barones.
sorry. I
Oh,
was
I'm
I
an
was like,
idiot.
no, no, you're good. You're good.
Barones.
So I have a CD at my house somewhere, but
Because that was your first band, right?
that was my first band, yeah, ever.
Okay.
And so my this was a band from Salinas. So yeah, the Barones, and I don't know if you can find the music
We were looking like
at all, dude.
we're trying to find some
Like,
pictures
because
and nothing.
it was on MySpace. I know you can't find shit on MySpace anymore,
No.
but I remember the music was on MySpace. I have a CD somewhere in at my house, but it's basically just like on some like power pop, like
I
Cheap
heard you say
Trick.
the word power pop. What the hell is
Yeah.
that?
So okay, so my friends at the time, they they had this band, and they exposed me to a lot of all that stuff, because I was not, because I started off with, like, metal and punk and stuff like that. So like
Mhm.
they were all into like the garage rock and like kind of like the 70s, the guitars up here,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the revival of that, like the black keys and
Okay.
all that shit. So they were all on that. And I remember I knew them from high school or middle school, high school. They were like the rockers, and so I naturally became friends with them. Like, oh, you should join our band, but I didn't know shit about the music, and they were all into that. They were all into like the kind of garage rock, like power pop, and that was the first time I ever
Mm.
heard that. And I was like, what is that? And they're like, oh, it's like Cheap Trick. And I was like, oh, okay. And then it made sense once you hear the music, and it was very much like that.
Mm.
It was like, I remember we would cover like Jack the Ripper, like that
Mm.
60s song that down, man, you're like Jack the Ripper, dun, dun, dun. And yeah, I was just like little kids just doing that style, just shit, just like, just like shit like that, you know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
just like shit like that, just like, with like punk vocals, and just like do ka do ka. Um, that was fun. I remember I played my first show at Carlitos in Salinas, which is still up. I don't think they do shows anymore, but
Carlito, shout out.
yeah, they used to do shows. They used to do shows back in the day. And I remember that was where I played my first show with them. Yes, yeah, Carlitos.
Nice, you found it. Hell yeah.
And they used to do shows in the back.
So this is a bar, right?
It's like a bar restaurant, yeah.
Mexican food. Nice.
And they would have shows in the back, and yeah, we played there. And it's funny because I remember people asking me at the time, like, "Oh, like, are you nervous for your first show?" And I remember, like, I definitely was not. I just got up there and I was like, felt very confident. And I think that's when I knew, I was like, "Oh yeah, like I could really do this shit. Like I could play music live,
Mm.
because that's kind of, I guess, not to sound dumb, but that's how I knew. I was like, oh yeah, this is for me. Like this is like the route that I want to go. Like I want to play music and live and stuff. So that's what set it off.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can I play the Jackson?
Oh, dude, absolutely, man.
Sometimes I like forget my man. I wish I asked. If I could play. So whenever it
Yeah,
pops in my mind,
absolutely.
I just gotta do it. Because then we'll trade off and just hey. Sammy is about to ruin the podcast. I thought he was gonna come back.
Yeah,
Call him. Fuck him.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Yeah, he didn't text me, but let's see. I just text him right now. Oh, there you go. There we go.
Whoops.
There you go.
I'm trying to write some drain riffs.
There
right
you
now.
go. Yeah.
I love how you guys always utilize the bar chords.
Oh yeah.
Just like a.
Oh man, I love a good. People call it, yeah, I guess call it bar chord. I like to call it a Merauder chord.
A what chord?
You're familiar with the band Merauder?
Yeah.
Because they just use a lot of those chords.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's just one of, oh yeah, it's a Merauder chord. That's just like what I.
Oh shit.
And a lot of my friends and stuff, like they refer to that as like that's the Merauder chord. When you, yeah.
When did they come out?
Fuck Merauder. I think I think Master Killer came out what, like 95, 94. But I think Marauder's been a band since like what, like late 80s.
I forget about that.
Yeah. Because I'm a big fan of the Merauder demos, like the minus years and stuff, and they kind of sound a little. They're like an E standard, like they kind of sound a little thrashy. Yeah, like that. Huge fan of that. But yeah, I mean, shout out Merauder, fucking incredible band. But yeah, it's funny, like being in my homies, we always like refer to those chords as like the Merauder chords.
Merauder chords.
Yeah.
I never heard that. Okay. What's a record for people to check out if they want to check out
like
Merauder?
I mean, dude, obviously, man, Master Killer. I mean, that is
Master
like,
Killer. Okay.
That is the. I mean, that's like the fucking pinnacle of just heavy ass fucking just riffs, like just, and they do it really well where they mix like the metal shit with like the fucking the groovy, like,
Mm.
moshable, like kind of hardcore and stuff like that. And I mean, some of the goats. I mean, shout out to to Sob. I mean, these one of my influences with guitar. I mean, because he was such a um like a metal guy that was also a hardcore guy as well, and that's how obviously how I view
Mm.
myself.
Wow.
And it's like so it's cool to see, like even like the dude like from Leeway, what is it, Michael Gibbons and stuff like that. I mean,
Hmm.
he was also playing both sides. He was a metal guy and he was a hardcore guy, so it's like I take a lot of influence from you know those guys, and everything. So
Were they like just ahead of their time?
uh I would say so, yeah, especially like especially Marauder too, because it's like, I mean, it's like, dude, they're coming up with that in '95, and it's like, to my knowledge, it's like they were bumping a lot of like death metal too, but then obviously they were, they're a hardcore band, so it's like they're influenced by all the stuff that came before them and stuff, so it's like blending those two. It's just like such a cool thing to see like at that time,
Mm.
in like the early '90s. Just yeah, it's like so sick, man. I love watching like there's a specific YouTube video from, I think it's from like '92 and something, and I think they're playing at CBGB's, but it's with the old vocalist with Minus, and they're playing oh my god, what is it, what is the fucking song, uh oh my god, it's not Taken by Force, but it's
We might find it.
I think it's this, might be this one. Oh, I think the one I'm thinking of is different, but either way, but yeah, it's like I love like that era of like
So
that, like
92 CBGBs.
yeah, '92 CBG. Yeah, this is a different one. Oh my god, what is the fucking song? I just in the beginning of time, where God created the universe. Yeah, it's from that show. Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Um,
yeah, dude.
yes, yes, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, man, shout out Saab, dude. I mean, I wish I knew the guy. He had so much swag and so much style, and it just really relate to that as being like
Wow.
a metal hardcore guy. Like I just it's very very inspirational.
Sick,
Yeah, and he just had
dude.
sick ass style. He just looks so cool up there. But yeah, man, yeah,
Marauder. I'm gonna try to freestyle one more riff just because I'm
Mhm.
just fucking horned up.
Yeah, dude,
Sorry, man.
get it, man. Oh, there you go.
Cool. That was terrible. Sorry, man.
No, dude, dude,
That's sick. Thanks,
fu-
man.
of course, but dude, speaking of you playing guitar, bro, I wanted to bring this up. I remember when I was in the early days being like on YouTube and shit, like when I was younger, and like seeing, I remember when it was like you and Mark, you guys did I think it was for Guitar World. I think
Oh
you did
yeah.
the
It was so
you
bad.
guys did the I think it was the Bludgeon to Death, like
Yeah.
the playthrough. And I thought it was so cool. Like I'll never forget this. I thought it was so cool that you guys were like referring to that part, like, oh yeah, we're about to do like the thrash part,
Hmm.
and then you were, I think, forgot. I don't know. Yeah, that one. And I remember it left an impression on me because I was like, oh, like these are just like dudes, just like just jamming. And I thought that was so cool because I never seen that before.
Yeah.
And I just like how you guys yeah. I loved how you get
Explaining deathcore when no idea what the fuck you're
yeah.
doing, dude.
But I thought that was so cool because I was like, oh damn, I feel like I could, yeah, I don't know. That's sick.
I think we're
Um,
like, this is like the big weep riff. It was like,
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like stupid, like
hmm Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, I
man.
wanted to bring that up. I was like, yeah, I'll never forget that. But
You know when you
um,
have so I wish I did that
mhm.
differently. I wish I could Because at the time, you don't know, a lot of people didn't watch it.
Yeah,
It's like, man, I wish I knew how to like talk and like explain stuff. But
dude.
it's there forever. It's there. But people saw it. I guess people dug it.
Dude, I mean, like I said, I feel similarly, bro. I mean, whether it be like about tone on albums or just like the way I talked on a video, I feel that all the time. Like, dude, I wish I could have like said something cooler, did something different. You know what I mean? It's like, but hey, man, it's like you said,
Oh,
it's dead. It's on there, whatever.
It's there
Just let
forever,
it,
dude.
someone's gonna appreciate. Hey, I appreciated it
It's
at the time,
good.
so it's so yeah,
Appreciate that,
yeah, of
man.
course, man.
You're just. I mean, I'm your worst self critic.
Oh, dude, of course, man. Yeah, sometimes we're too hard on ourselves, but hey,
Totally.
yeah,
And people think I'm high. I'm not high. I just don't know how to talk. I still don't know how to talk.
dude,
Whatever. It's like I'm not high. I'm trying to explain deathcore.
it's same,
Dude,
man.
like no one can explain deathcore. The fuck, dude. God, fuck you guys.
That's awesome. Oh man, but yeah, oh yeah. Also, I think Sammy said they're coming back right now. So
All right, cool.
yeah,
Man, they're about to ruin it, dude.
dude.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna ask you. You have any someone that doesn't get brought up a lot here is you brought up George Lynch,
Yes.
and I know Dokken. I mean, I found out about Dokken through Korn because I remember Hale was saying, yeah, one of my main influences is George Lynch and Dokken. I was like, oh, shit. I
Wow.
mean, this was like years ago. I remember like hearing Dokken. Who's that? George Lynch. Who's that?
Wow. I would have never guessed that, bro.
Me
Yeah,
either.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But then I heard a few Dokken riffs. I'm, I kind of hear like early Korn. Something like you put like, if you hear a song, you're like, okay. I mean, I don't hear it, but then once they say the like guitar player and the band name, and then you kind of like connect dots. Like, oh shit, I kind of okay. I kind of hear like a little bit. I'm talking like first Korn record. Like I kind of hear okay. I hear a little bit of Dokken
Yeah,
in there.
that's kind of blowing my mind because I did not expect for him to say that or whatever. Um, yeah, dude, man, I hope I get to meet him one day, man. He's one of my.
Never met him.
He's never met him, bro. He's my second favorite. So obviously Dimebag, favorite guitarist of all time. But I think that I love George Lynch for different reasons. Obviously, he's a ripper, and that video, dude, where he's incredible. But he just kind of
He's just like ripping.
so
Hey Jay,
fucking.
let's crank this for like 20 seconds, dude. This is. He's crazy.
Oh my god!
I don't even know what he's doing. Just a skill that I'll never achieve.
Oh man,
Wow.
dude, yeah, he's I love the guy. Just like the engineer, just fucking bumping his head. Like,
Is that a Charbel?
yeah, I believe
Is that
so.
true?
I believe so.
It's a really cool orange
Yeah.
if you're just listening.
But see what I mean about is you see his fingers.
Oh,
So that's why it's like early on as a kid, like because that's how I learned how to play, and I saw him like a video of him doing that. I was like, oh, he's kind of like me, so like it made me feel like, oh, okay, like
it's fine.
I could do that too or whatever, because like most guitarists I was seeing, they're all tucked in, with like technique and stuff, but he's like,
He has no technique. It looks like.
yeah, well, but and he fucking rips. And I'm like, dude, that's awesome, and it's
Actually,
like,
yeah. Now that you mention it, I'm looking like it doesn't really look like a good technique because his fingers are really like.
Even more so than me,
out.
like he's really like
He's out
out
there.
here,
Huh.
you know what I mean? But it's like it's just cool to see because I don't. Like you definitely see that, but it's like I guess at the time seeing somebody with the 3-finger method, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Like a guy that I really enjoy his playing, like he does the same as me. But like I was saying though, I think that like I love George Lynch for a different reason than Dimebag. Like Dimebag's the best to me, but George Lynch, like I think like he has the best lead tone in the game,
Really?
in my opinion. Like I think. And I tried to match it. Honestly, I try to match it always, even with like my rig, my live rig. But I try to do it on albums, like my best version, my own unique version of the George Lynch. But I think that he just had the best, and it's like you hear, I don't know if you've like listened deeply, and like like the like Tooth and Nail record. Like I don't know if you really dove into any kind of Dokken records, but it's like he just has like that classic, like you hear him kind of like wailing, and just like it just sounds so 80s. It just sounds like it just you hear it and you're like, yeah, like this is I don't know. He just has like
it's like a stamp of like an era.
he just has like a perfect like for that time, and it just sounds, it's such like an addicting sound.
What's one of his? Is there like a lead that we could find and pull up? You think?
Well, I would say, okay, the song Tooth and Nail off the Tooth and Nail record, he has one of the best solos. Like that's probably, I would put that in the top 10 like greatest solos of all time.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, like the solo.
We're at.
It's, I would say, yeah, probably like right there, maybe. Yeah, right there.
Right
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's crank this for 10 seconds.
And mind you, he's tapping this whole part.
Just tapping it?
Yep.
Wow. What year is this?
84.
84.
So he probably wrote this in like 83.
I wasn't even born yet. And he's just tapping.
Still going.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did they are they playing shows? Or they or they did? I'm chain linking right now. I think
I'll be honest, I don't know. I would absolutely love to see Dokken live. I don't know. I don't really keep up with them enough to know if they're still touring. I would imagine they are.
Have you seen him play? With Lynch Mob at all?
No.
Dang,
But I would love to see that. Yeah. Oh, that's all right. Because I forget. Because he's actually currently not playing with them. But he, I would love to. Yeah, I would love to see him play in any capacity live. He's awesome. He just seems like a cool dude too. Yeah. I mean, dude. Yeah. He still looks cool to this day, bro. Like he looked cool back then. He looks cool now. Big fan, man.
He's just cool. He's just cool forever.
Yeah. He's great. I mean, but. So can I play a couple Dokken riffs for you? Is that cool?
Can you?
Yeah, let's see.
Please,
let's
dude.
See. Let's see.
Dokken riffs, man.
And I think let's see. I can't remember. Oh, damn it. I don't remember actually. It's like
Let's do it.
Fuck. Oh, never mind. I thought I knew the beginning of that, like, because it goes right into that solo. It's like. Oh, that's what it is. Fuck. Maybe I don't know it. I half know it. It's like. Yeah. It's been a minute. I know like parts of it, but yeah.
What other Dokken riff were you jamming?
I'm trying to think, because that's the one that I always mostly sound check with, and really? Then there's like I'll just keep the lead on because it sounds cool with these riffs, you know. Oh wait. That's When Heaven Comes Down, which is on the same album. And then fuck, what's another? Dude, he has a crazy one. It's called it's under Lock and Key. It's called Lightning Strikes Again. Probably gonna butcher it. Let's see, but it's like a weird stretch. It's really hard. He's like stretching over here. It's like. Whoa. Yeah, it's like fuck. I can barely do it, but obviously he's the GOAT, but yeah, it's like. But playing that boom, you know, live and fucking crazy. But that's a riff for sure. Off of this album, Under Lock and Key. That's pretty much like all I know. Really, I should learn more.
What was your sound check your riff?
Oh, it was the Into the Fire, which is on Tooth and Nail. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fuck. Yeah, I don't. I know, like that for the solo. Like I remember like certain parts of it, but yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for playing, and also, of
course,
thank you for trying to remember in real time.
Dude, I know. Yeah, I'm always doing that. I'm like, fuck, because I swear my memory is just getting worse and worse as
I
time
think
goes on. You know.
dude, I'm trying to tell
Yeah.
bands, man, come in here and just play, dude.
Yeah.
You're on the spot, just play, dude.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Nobody cares. Everyone just wants to hear riffs. It's cool,
yeah, absolutely,
you
man.
know.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
But
I don't.
it's
Cody, anything that I miss? I think we're gonna miss Sammy.
yeah, we might. It's like he said that they're
He's on Santa
he
Cruz
said
time.
he said 5 minutes away,
Oh,
and he said I'm down. So it's up to you. I you know.
let's stretch it. Let's stretch it.
Yeah, if you guys are down, I mean,
Please, yeah.
I'm having a great time. So I
Oh,
mean,
thanks, man. Is there
if you guys are
something?
cool with it,
Is there something about Drain
yeah.
already that like maybe I might have missed? Like, is there like?
Hmm.
Oh, you know what? Actually,
Yeah.
you're into World War II history, right? More,
Dude, hell yeah.
yeah, more like the Russian Soviet, right?
Kind of all of it, man. That's a funny poll. That's like
All of it. Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I know I had something like where is it? Then bam, it just fucking hit me. I'm like,
That's a really awesome poll there. That's sick. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I love everything about
how did you get into that history?
Well, shit. I mean, so when I was a kid, yeah, this is great. When I was a kid, so my grandpa, he's 95 now, and he served in the Korean War, right?
Wow.
So he went over there in like 51, you know, or he was there from 51 to 52,
Okay.
and he was an artillery man, so he wasn't like a straight up infantry
Hmm.
guy, but he was you know, so that was he was a little more behind the lines, like in a foxhole, like you know, he'd line up the sights for the artillery, you know, hit a mountain, whatever. So, you know, as a kid, he would always tell me stories about being in Korea and stuff, and like, oh,
Hmm.
you know, and like tell me all the what was going on, and it's like, so it got me really interested. And you know, him being an older fellow himself, like he would watch stuff on TV, like he'd watch MASH, right?
Yeah.
You know, like on TV Land and stuff. And MASH is about the Korean War. And he was telling me, he's like, oh yeah, it's like this is what it looked like for us, and so I was really interested, and you know, I love my grandpa so much, you know, that I was like, so like I just you know, just wanted to know everything
He's
about it.
probably
So
seen some insane shit,
oh
dude.
man, yeah. I mean,
Wow.
you know, like it's funny. I mean, he told me one time that he got thrown in the stockade a couple times, which is like the military jail for a couple days. Because I mean, he said that he it was so cold in Korea that he was like on I don't want to say patrol, but he was like on a machine gun, and he was just kind of like nothing was happening. He was just there, and he was so cold, and he saw an abandoned house that still had the fire going,
Wow.
and he was like wanted to warm up, so he left his post, right? He
Oh,
left the machine gun unattended, and he was like warming up, and I guess the sergeant came in, and there's like, Sergeant Chavez, like, what the fuck? He's like, so they threw him in the jail for a couple days, and he was like, I
dang.
was cold, like I don't know, like you know, it's like, so he got himself in a trouble a couple times, but anyway, so after hearing those stories and stuff, it got me at a really early age. It got me really interested in um just all that stuff. So I was really like I would study up on like World War II, Korea, like Vietnam, like World War One. Like I was such a like a nerd as a kid, you know, learning about that stuff, and it still interests me to this day, man. I mean, even last night at the hotel, I was putting on. There's a YouTube channel called Simple History
Mm.
that shows like these cartoons of like, you know, it'd be like stories. It'd be like, oh, like you know, five unknown soldiers that won the Medal of yeah, yes, dude, yeah. Shout out Simple History, man. Yeah, he just narrates these like cartoons, and he'll like it's super sick. But yeah, man, I love that stuff, man. I love that stuff. Huge Star Wars nerd too, man. Yeah, you know,
I knew it. War and Star Wars.
yeah, dude. Yeah, it's always interested me, man. You know, and but
So you were actually drawn to history. Most kids just avoid any kind of schooling.
dude, so it's funny. So in school, like, I mean, still to this day, bro, like I absolutely hate math. Like I'm not
Yeah.
to this day. Like people be like, oh, like I'm just like, dude, like I can't add up whatever. Like it's I'm so terrible at math to this day. So really the only things I really you know connected with in school was like a little bit of English, and then also but mainly history, because I would get really
Mm.
stoked like genuinely like when we get to those eras like the early 1900 like you know shit like that, you know, learning about like D-Day,
Wow.
learning about like you
That
know,
this man, history is insane because it happened.
dude,
You
it
know.
happened. And if you think about it in the grand scheme of the world, I was just thinking about this the other day, this was only 80 years ago. So it's like it's like yes, that is a long time, but in the grand scheme of the
It's
world,
one person. You know,
Yeah.
it's not that long ago.
Yeah, and it's
not
like
that long
it's
ago,
like,
bro.
you know, I don't know, it just trips me out. It's just like this is more recent than not that this was going on. But yeah, this stuff will always interest me, man. I'm always learning more about it. You know, I don't know if you're a YouTube guy at home, but like I'll sit at home and I'll just be like, I'll clean my house or I'll cook some dinner. I'll just have some of this shit going on, and I'll just be in
Whoa.
the earshot. Be, oh fuck, I didn't know that, you know, or something. And I love like just learning about stuff that I'm interested in. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
history is like it's on. I have like a year or two laid out in my like calendar of things I want to do and things I want to learn. You know,
Mhm.
like God and like the Bible are on there and like this
Mm.
history and war. I'm like, dude, I gotta like
Dude.
just dive into it 1 month, just like kind of obsess over it. So it's on my like to do list. It's learn about crazy history and cause yeah, it's not that long ago.
Dude, yeah, it's
Like,
funny because it feels like it is, but it's like
it's not.
the grand scheme of thing, it's yeah, man. But yeah, hit my line if you ever want to know some kind of thing. I will tip my own hat. I do know a lot about a lot of the shit, so too much sometimes.
Mm.
Also, our bassist Greg too. He's very into uh war history and stuff like that, and you know everything. So.
Nice. So it was your grandpa that served, correct?
Yeah, in the Korean War, yeah, from 50 to 52, 1952. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He probably. I mean, was he? Oh, because like 'cause you always hear all the time, like they're not like it's rare for someone to share like war stories.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I always hear like older people tend to really keep that to themselves.
Absolutely.
Did he share any stories?
But he definitely did. I mean, because like, well, thankfully he didn't see, because he wasn't like a straight up infantryman, so he wasn't like in like the shit. Like he didn't see like a bunch of combat. He
Mm-hmm.
was in some firefights, but he definitely like got close enough, you know. But thankfully he wasn't in some like crazy stuff. But his like I said, his job was mainly like artillery, and he was just in a foxhole with a couple guys, and his job was to line the sights up.
Mm.
So there was a guy that would load the whatever you would call it, just like the ammunition, and then my grandpa's job line the sight up to where they got the coordinates for the mountain, and then the other guy would like pull the trigger, he'd pull the
Whoa.
and then so yeah, but he just would tell me, he's like, yeah, I'd ask him like, oh, did you ever like the food over there? He's like, nah. He's like, I miss my mom's cooking, because
Yeah.
and he'd just tell me like little like funny stuff, and because before they went over, they stopped in Japan, and got to have some R&R before they went to
Mm.
Korea, and so he would tell me, oh yeah, we got to spend a couple days in Japan and walk around. Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of, there you go.
Sammy, you're in, dude.
Yeah,
You're in. We're just talking.
yeah, we're
Oh, please.
we're getting to the point where it's we're talking about my love for like World War II history and shit like that.
Oh, so we're going way crazy now.
Yeah, please.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this, dude. Yeah, sick.
Sammy,
Oh, yeah.
it was honored to meet you earlier.
Oh, dude, it's an honor to meet you, man.
Get the mic going.
Hey,
And you you walked in at a great time. We were talking about war history.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Crazy poll. I was like, I don't remember ever talking about that really, but that's sick. Yeah.
I know nothing, but I know whatever Code shared for us on the war history side.
Yeah.
He's put us on game.
Really?
We get real loopy on some late night drives.
Oh.
All of a sudden, what do they call the cadences? Like the songs,
Just like military cadences.
Yeah.
It's like the 101st Airborne one where it was like I forgot what it is. Yeah.
Paladin. We start getting real delirious,
Yeah,
dude.
the Marines hymn and all that stuff. He has to play that shit just to be funny and shit.
Dude, it's funny.
Yeah.
Like as time passes, when you're with like the band, there's a certain time that crosses over, like 10 p.m. or like when you're or midnight, you're just tired. You start talking, you're just going. I learned to like that's like my favorite part. There's things I will say I will never say. I was telling our drummer, I'm like, Ernie, I'm wet, dude. Dude, it means nothing, but it's just
Yo, me and this dude.
Oh, dude, fuck.
In the early years, early years into like it's not so long ago. Me and Code would do the late night shift. We're more night out guys, and our drummer Tim and our first bass player Justin, they're more like morning guys. So me and Code would play the show and then do the midnight to 6 a.m. shift. And then once the sun would come up, we'd wake up those guys and they'd take over driving. And dude, sometimes they'd wake up like, dude, like what? What you guys talking about aliens? And like we were pulling up outside like a John Deere factory. We pulled over. We had to close our eyes for a second because we were talking about like moon landings and shit. And they're like, dude, you guys can't be driving. Get off the road, dude.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's so fun, dude. The late night stuff, dude, and like kind of falling asleep while driving, not sick, but kind of when nothing bad happens, you laugh about it after, and you're like, dude, this is insane. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember there was one time we were coming into Vegas. There was like outskirts of Vegas, wherever that the XXYYZ place is at, or whatever, you know, in the desert.
Yeah,
I remember the sun was barely coming up. Sammy, you were driving. We were just up all night, you know. I remember we're like, damn, I think it was you or me. We're like, damn, they got chickens here on the road. Like, what the fuck? And we get closer, it's just a bush on the road. We're like, yeah, we got to go to sleep, man. This is crazy.
Yeah,
like,
get off the road, man.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, who named this road? I see it every throughout my whole career. I've seen this road.
Bro, have you pulled in there?
It's kind of
no.
Oh, dude, you got to go. It's
you been in there?
Dude, look at that. It's like an oasis.
Wow.
I'm probably off, but my knowledge was that they were trying to make this like a Vegas, like this artificial city in the desert, and it just didn't take off. So the landscape is there to like have this beautiful like destination in the middle of nowhere. But it just didn't like take off. But it's like really beautiful. There's swings, like
that's
on this lake. Yeah.
Whoa.
Dude, it's abandoned.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Wasn't there like a guy selling like Pepsis, right? Remember he had like a little ice chest, like an old man who's like, hey.
Yeah, I was like, dude,
what the fuck is going on?
How long you been out here, man? Yeah, it was just so sick,
Drove
dude.
past it many times. I've never.
Dude, this your inspo to pull off and go scope it out, do some exploration. Next tour, you guys are out there. Next Suicide Silence tour, pulling off.
There you go.
So yeah, where's that again? Is it, so that's past Barstow, way past Barstow, right?
Yeah, I think it's on the way to Vegas, somewhere in that like Hills Have Eyes territory of California, Nevada. I don't know where.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Well, Sammy, I want to get some quick history on you.
Oh,
real quick. Where were you born?
Dude, hell yeah, man. I'm born in San Pedro, California.
San Pedro.
Down here. Yeah.
Nice.
And I stayed there till I was 18. And then I've been to Santa Cruz since.
Did you go to Santa Cruz because of college?
Yeah, I went there I turned 18 and then a week later I went to school there. I left and that's the best thing that ever happened. Yeah. Best thing that's ever happened for me.
Dude, imagine if you didn't go there.
Dude,
we would not be here, right?
Man, we had a lot of these. Last night I went down memory lane, leaving Warped Tour. We're driving through. So Long Beach is like there's a port of LA, Port of Long Beach right there. Yeah. My whole family in Pedro works on the waterfront, and like when I was in high school, it's a super desirable job to have. Super just like union fucking on the waterfront. Like I was 17,000 on a wait list. I applied when I was in high school, and
are you serious?
Yeah, and we put our second record out, Living Proof. And my number got pulled. And if you miss the first like meeting, you're disqualified. And it was the first day of the Living Proof tour. And my dad was like crying, literally saw like, please go. And I'm like, this is my plan B or my plan A, which is doing music. I'm going to go plan A. And I fucking gave my number up. Yeah. And so we're driving through last night through Long Beach trying to get to Pedro for a second and like going through like the waterfront container ships and it looks like Final Fantasy.
It looks like Midgar.
Yeah, dude. If I'm talking off screen, I got my boy Mark here. I'm jumping off and yeah, dude. It's just crazy. Yeah, so my whole family's down the waterfront and like my dad's like a boss on one of the yards and it's just crazy. But that's yes. If I never went there, I would probably be there and probably be quite unhappy, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, like no diss, no shade on it. It's just that, man, I'll get crushed by a container. I'm not cut out for this, dude. I could barely walk straight in a straight line. Like they shouldn't let me near heavy equipment. Yeah.
How long was the waiting list again?
17,000, dude.
I thought I heard you wrong. I thought you heard like 1,700. 17,000?
17,000. I applied in 2012.
Crazy.
Right
That's
when I was in high
insane.
school. Yeah. Like it was when I turned 18, I applied and then in 2024, my number got pulled. So 12 years later,
what the hell, dude?
So yeah, life could have gone a very different route. You know what I mean?
Who signs up for a 17,000 wait list?
Dude, it's
spot, dude.
Right, dude. It's
that's crazy.
It's crazy, man. It's super
desirable
spot, you know, for what is this dangerous work, man. Real like, yeah.
So is container work, that's known to be pretty dangerous.
Yeah, dude, super. I mean, just by the nature of it, it's, super. For that reason, they got like crazy union benefits. It's super like, in this strike, they shut the whole port down, and it like kind of fucks things up. That's like I think the biggest port on the West Coast. Everything coming in comes from there. So it's wild, man. Super wild gig.
Wild.
But and I'm like, dude, I think I'm the softest person from my hometown of San Pedro. I'm like, dude, I'm not cut out for this, man. I got so much respect, but I can't hang, dude. Yeah.
And just like the act of that is nuts. It's like,
yeah. Dude, I'll like FaceTime my dad. Sometimes he answers like somewhere, like that's his view. He's on a crane. He's like, "What up? You good?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Okay, so when you told your dad like the answer, what was his response?
Oh, dude, he was devastated. He was like, "Dude, please, like, I'll miss the first show, or like maybe you can I can fly. I'll pay for your flight to like make the meeting in the morning, and you can fly to the first show in Seattle." I'm like, "Nah, I'm gonna miss sound check, so I'm not gonna do that." This is our first time playing these new songs, and like,
Damn.
I'm gonna full send it in and just go for it. I'm like, I have no regrets. I think that's. I was talking to I met a lot of kids this weekend, and kids are asking, all sorts of questions, and that's like one of the things. I'm like, dude, you have to send it. If you want it, you have to really send it, and that means kind of jumping in, and jumping into the unknown. You don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Now maybe that record dropped tanked, and maybe the band tanks and fucking the tour tanks or whatever, and I'm like, wow, I wasted that great job opportunity, and you'll never know. But you have to send. If you want something, you got to go for it.
You got to go for it, man.
Yeah, and fully jump in the deep end. There's really if you want it, you can't halfway it,
You can't.
And it's scary, but that's why it's like the people who who do it and really send it. I've all respect for everyone who tries, even if it doesn't work out. But you tried, and we just got really lucky that it has so far worked out really well for us, Crazy.
Yeah. So you met a lot of people this past weekend, and so you were getting approached with some questions.
Yeah.
Do you remember one of them?
Oh, dude, well, hilarious, because like, dude, how do you not lose your voice? It's like, dude, listen to me. I did. I do. Don't like what I sing in a band. Like, what should I do? Like, don't do this.
Yeah.
No, I mean, do that. But stuff like that. We're just like, yeah, like, it's so funny too, because I mean, like, younger kids will ask questions that like we've never thought of. One kid like, dude, like, how did you like find your agent? It's like, dog, what? Like, just go play the shows and that will come.
Just worry about that later. Yeah.
They're like, dude, like, yeah, like, what's your like? Kids ask me like social media, like, bro.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, dude. Don't ask me this, man. Just go rock, and like, things will fall into place as they're supposed to. Like,
rock first, and then hopefully things fall into place.
Dude, so it's like you can have all the right back end, but if you're not rocking, doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what you get a rocking band, and the rest of it is just as it goes. It'll fall into place as it gets there.
Totally. I've had it's funny that you bring it up. Is like some people ask me questions like they haven't even like recorded any music yet or played shows yet. Hey dude, how do you get sponsors? I'm like, bro, you're like so backwards. I don't even know what I can't DM you back.
Yeah,
this is like you're so backwards. It's like,
dude,
you got to rock for 10 years, dude.
Bro, is it a social media thing? Is that why I can't? I'm like, is that where like the trajectory of how it's supposed to go? Like the normal order of how it's supposed to go, I think maybe it's skewed, especially for young kids. Where I'm like, dude, don't worry about that. Don't worry about selling out your first show. Don't worry about like whatever. Just go play. Make your first band. It's gonna suck. It should suck. You know what I mean? And then just go do it. Yeah. And like you get better, and like how do you know all these people? Like, well, we didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
You go on a tour, and then you go on tour with a band, and they have a merch guy, and you are selling shirts next to them for a month, and then you're like, yo, this guy rocks. And then now that's your merch guy. Now that's your TM. That's a part of your crew. You meet people as you go. And like we didn't know anyone. Dude, so many memories. Like we first pull up to a city, I would just like DM someone like, hey, like you live in Arizona. Can you book us a show?
Oh, yeah.
And like,
dude.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And then we'd walk in, dude, Salt Lake especially. I don't know why this one stands out, because like, I don't know, everyone there's just like face tatted up, gold teeth, like really like it's a certain look, a certain vibe. And I'm like, I don't know anyone here, so I'm just gonna go up to every single person here, like, hey, my name is Sam. I play in Drain. We're playing today. Like, we're one of like the 5 bands playing the show. Nice to meet you. And I don't know, like it was just cool. Like, oh, I don't know, and people remember that, and I remember that, and it's like, how did you meet those guys? I just said what's up. I don't know. I just rolled up and said what's up, and then like 5 years later, we're all still playing in bands together, whatever. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm caffeinated. I'm mad caffeinated. So I'm on fire, dude.
That's my life, dude. Just caffeine all the time.
I say, dude, I feel like all of a sudden I'm hearing myself back. I'm like, whoa, I'm rapid firing. I got a little voice back, and I'm ready to go crazy.
No, you are best case scenario. So okay, so I've heard Cody talk about it, but didn't really give a clear answer. So just to set the record straight now, you and know, when did Drain start? I hear 2014, but it's not really in an exact start date.
Yep, 2014. Okay. Exact start. I was at the first. So there was like the first lineup of Drain was is quite a bit different.
See that, Sammy?
Was it? Oh, who the fuck is that, dude? So epic.
Who is that? Dude?
That's crazy. That's the Discogs pick.
Was the demo cover.
Yeah, damn, that's insane, dude. I haven't actually seen them forever. That's yeah, man. So like the band started. The original lineup was we all went to UC Santa Cruz, and so me and Tim are the only people. When I say OG, I'm talking like about there was like a few different people for the first like month, but it was all just kids in the dorms, like, and it's kind of funny people ask that now. I'm like, dude, like, when you're in a place where you're maybe like kind of deprived of like people who pull from the same stuff, so you just work with what you got. And like, yo, there's this kid who I've seen on camera.
I just saw
that's crazy.
Whoa, what is this?
How do you explain that?
Yeah, how do you explain that, dude? This man, I've tried my best to scrub the music from the internet, but I can't scrub the art. That's literally the
what
big,
is this?
So this is like a 2-song like demo thing that we like recorded in my garage with like.
That's it forever, dude.
Yeah, that's the first guy that's playing guitar.
Hold on, what was it?
Yeah, Nate the Hate.
Yeah, that's a riff from that tape.
Yeah.
This is a pre Cody, corner to Nate the Hate, dude. See, that's just so funny. It's like, I don't know, people like, how no one should know this, so it's okay. And people are like, yeah, Drain's like a new band. I'm like, I'm new to you, and I'm glad to be, but we have been. Whether anyone knew about it, we have been a band and playing for
well over 12 years, man.
Yeah, dude, and just chipping away at it, Yeah, dude. So it's just like in the dorms, just like oh, there's a dude that we see walking around with like a Power Trip shirt, and one guy who loves Thin Lizzy, and one guy who likes, just like kind of whatever. It's just like, fuck yeah, let's just do a band. You know what I mean? And so the band started in 2015. I feel like the band that people know came around 17, 16. Once Cody like came in the mix as a guitar player, like Cody filled in once for us. We met him through his band. That Cody was originally a drummer that we did a tour with, and that's where we were like, yo, you're like kind of a ripper guitar. He's like, oh, can I see that real quick? Like, dude, why don't you play in a band? Like, and we hit him up to fill in for a show, and then this kind of, how it goes, naturally evolves in. But yeah, man. So the band started in 2014. I don't know exactly the date, but yeah, dude, and just played around wherever we could play in Santa Cruz,
So it took like 5 years to really find your song. It's I mean, from like an outsider, like California Cursed came out in 2020. Really, it was like a more, okay, this is like the Drain sound.
Exactly, dude. And that's, I think, once we really start, like I said, Code coming in, because to those songs, the song California Curse was off a promo we did in 2018. And so it was probably written in 2017.
Really?
Yeah, probably we probably played it for about a year before we actually recorded it. So little, something like that, But yeah, so you work with what you got, and it's like we finally figure out our sound, and even as simple as like where like we dropped to a half step down, you find where my voice sits naturally
oh, there it is, boom.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it actually sounds a little better in this tuning, and everything cuts through a little better. And at one point we were like a 2-guitar band, and then we just kind of like, dude, like one kind of is perfect. Yeah, dude, a power 4-piece.
Oh yeah, power 4.
Yeah, dude, I'm a big believer in one guitar army, to be honest. Yeah,
yes.
If you could pull it off, dude, do it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, shout out Mind Force, Tsunami.
Man. So, yeah,
Tsunami, dude, it's killing it.
Who else is?
I feel like there's quite a few, and I'm blanking right now.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like classics. You got Pantera, Van Halen. I mean, those are all 4-piece. But in our like, Mind Force.
I feel like there was another one. There It's probably gonna come to me like tonight while I'm laying in bed at 3 a.m. when I wake up, like, damn it, that was a band I was supposed to shout. But yeah, dude, so pretty sick. Pretty sick.
We're talking earlier because I asked Cody about how did you guys come up with Feel the Pressure, and then he said, okay, so he played the first riff, and he mentioned, oh yeah, I think Sammy hummed me a riff, humming like the next riff.
I think you hummed me the chorus.
Yeah,
that was you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's so funny. We were kind of talking about this on the way down, like as we're driving down here. Like, okay, I've never up until more recently, I've never really thought about like songwriting. You know what I mean? And like how to write. It was kind of just always like play this riff, and then like we got another cool riff we could put into it. And I feel like that was one of the first like songs that we wrote. Like it has like a really clear like here's the verse and the chorus, and like they really flowed in really nicely. We didn't know why or how to do that. It just kind of did. But that was like, yo, I think we would just do like a big ring out and hum that pattern out. But dude, that was just like an intro, the Drain intro for like a while. And so it's really funny. And like, it's been so cool to see like that, you know, sometimes like, oh, we played in the city, whatever, in 2017 and there was 5 people there. And now you play the same city. Like I found a video of us in Chicago and it was like, you know, for a lot of times it's a different song. That's the one song where it actually is the same song, where it's like, here's us playing that song in 2017 to 5 people, and here's us playing that same song, and it's cracking now, you know? Like, it's really cool.
Okay, I want to put you on a spot. So, okay, so he's playing a riff, right? Like, okay, sick. Keep playing that. So, how do you hum it to him? You're like, hey, dun, dun, dun. Are you like, do you like hear something and you just like hum it out? Like, what's like the...
I wish I remember more of that. I remember we just at our rehearsal spot.
A long time ago, yeah.
Yeah, probably just like because I don't know, we would just sit and just get in the room and just play together. You know, we've never ever done the like pre-pro thing. Like, yo, I sent you the song I wrote. Here's the files. Like, yo, like I have this idea. Maybe that's like the most. We come in like, yo, I have this idea. This is what I was thinking. But like, we write together. You know what I mean? Like, and so it's just kind of there. And like, for better or worse, sometimes it means it goes slow. But like, we do it. That's just how we've done it, you know. And I like it. I like it that way. But we're like there, and probably just kind of like we'll play it, and then just once we get to the end, like I don't know, we stop. What do we do? I'm like, all right, like where would I think it goes? Like, I don't know, you know. And like all the flair, that's all the code sauce. I feel like we'll like come with like a very stripped down, bare bones thing, and then we'll just codify it, dude. Little pitches, you know, like that's what. And then it's Drain. Then it's a Drain song. You know what I mean? Like, I feel especially like the last one we wrote was like everything started a little bit more stripped down. You know, like structure wise, and then we run it through the code filter, and then it becomes a Drain song. You know, it's very sick.
And also, I asked him also about this song. What made you guys write "Who's Having Fun"? How did that kind of come up? Because it's a totally. And he mentioned you came up with the bass line, right?
Yeah, dude. Okay. Okay. I mean, if I have to load that up, yeah. I mean, long story. We haven't up until recently. We've just kind of had like a floating bass spot live. You know, we've had like different friends play it, and I kind of been teaching myself bass just through watching code and learning stuff from this guy, and just like kind of to hold a space at practice. You know, like, and so before we even sat down and we're like writing a new record, I just kind of like trying to teach myself how to play this thing, and I came up with this little like bass line, and it was a little different than what is the final version, but I just like having fun with it and just toying around, and like we went to practice, and I was like farting around with this idea, like I don't know if it could be a Drain song, but like, you know, what do you guys think? And then we kind of started this building and layering, and then it's like, oh, actually this is different, but we can make it feel like us, you know?
Yeah.
That's what's like been so cool. I mean, we did the Good Things cover that is, you know, send song
on
the last record, and that was our first. I mean, shit, I never ever thought I would ever be doing clean singing, you know, but like, I just love that song. And when we did that, it was like, we'll probably never even play this live. Let's just do it, and it'll be really fun to listen to. And I don't think we'll ever play it live. And the first time we tried it, it went off, you know, and so it's like, damn, it didn't. We never wanted to be like a lull, you know. It's like, oh, there's like the Drain Mosh songs, and then there's like that thing where for 3 minutes everyone just kind of like sits there and looks, you know.
Yeah.
And so we tried it and like, yo, kids are piling up. They're singing along. They're crowd surfing. It feels, the energy still feels the same. And so it was really cool, but there was always this like, well, that was great, but it's someone else's song, you know? And like, we've made it, in a way, we've kind of made it our own. Yeah. And I love that. But I always like, dude, we unlocked a new level. We opened a new door. Like we can do that and it still feels like Drain, you know? So I was like, maybe this would be a Drain song, but I don't know. And sure enough, we like did it and you feel it, you know? And now live, dude, it's kind of like a highlight in our set, you know? Yeah. And kids are like, it's such a good feeling when a new song becomes that, you know? Usually it's like, oh, like that's a new one. I want to hear the old shit. And like, it's so cool. I'm like, dude, like Stealing Happiness from Tomorrow and Who's Having Fun are new songs on our set, but they're like kind of the best pop from the whole set, you know, and they're new ones. It feels good, man. I love it.
Did you have a different approach to your lyrics? Because it kind of sounds more personal. Am I wrong there?
Yeah, no, you're not wrong at all, man. And like, I'm always trying to like learn and change up, you know. I don't want to fix what's not broken, but I'm always down to try new things, you know? And so like, I always used to sit with my notepad and just like write lyrics and stuff. Once the song's written, I can never write before. I always have to write once there's music to it. Yeah. But this record, like, I didn't plan it out. I just got like a puppy and like, I just got a puppy and like, we don't have a yard. I was living in an apartment. And so I would just go walk. I would just take a million walks to not get this puppy to pee in our house. And I would just be walking all the time. Wow. And so I would just like put the demos on in my headphones and just listen to it and then just kind of like mouth it out. And before I realized, I was like, like coming up with like lines and patterns and phrases, just whatever I'm thinking and feeling. And I think because of that, it just came out a little bit, maybe feeling more personal. I don't know. It wasn't. And so I never, to go record, I actually like, I wrote the lyrics down at the studio because everything was just in my head. Like I had like worked out like whole, like probably 4 or 5 complete songs, full lyrics. Like, okay, this will be the first verse. This is the chorus. But I never like sat and put pen to paper. Just walking around Santa Cruz. Yeah. I remember coming up with Who's Having Fun, like walking on our, like along a street called West Cliff right on the beach, which is, it's just where we filmed part of this video, just driving down that street. Like that's on West Cliff. I was just walking my dog and like, sometimes I feel like, you know, just coming up with this melody in my head and putting words to it and just looking at the ocean and just that's what came out. And yeah, really organic, really crazy. It's cool. I've never done something like that. And it was really nice. I would like to do that again with whatever we do in the future, you know?
Man, so there's really, there's something to be said about going out for like long walks. Something does happen to your brain when you're like walking, thinking and walking.
Yeah, man. It's kind of, I don't know. Maybe it's just turning 30 and like kind of becoming an adult and like prioritizing health and and also like you know like it sounds funny like, you know, mental health. It's not funny, but I don't know why. I've never thought of that, you know. And I'm like, damn, I'm an adult now. Where I'm like, I'm gonna go like take a walk and like, damn, I feel better if I like walk and drink water like throughout the day and like suddenly my mood's improving, my energy's improving. I feel better, you know.
Stretch
like
a little bit, sunlight, like
sun, dude.
Going to bed early, trying to.
Yeah, dude, like little stuff like that, and it's really weird how like. It works. Turns out it's real. That stuff actually helps, you know.
And you're straight edge, correct?
Yeah, man.
How long?
Almost 10 years now.
10 years.
Yeah, almost
Congrats,
10
man.
years. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's been really wild. Like I never was like into drugs really, but I really like to drink. And I'm honest, my first couple times I kicked with Cody. Dude, am I mistaken? The first time I hit you up outside of like our tour thing, I was like, bro, like it was before we even toured. It was like, I think I missed like 5 a.m. Like, bro, we should party sometime.
Oh, yeah. He hit me up on Facebook and I was like, yeah, I'm down, dude. I remember I just came through one Friday or something.
That's so fried.
we killed a bottle of the unfiltered sake, like the you know what I mean, like the milky one or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like we're just bumping music, and it honestly was very fun.
It was sick.
It was
we just just love to fucking
just
drink, man.
Bonded, and then now we're here. So
dude, I like it's really looking back. I'm like, dude, like that's so fried, but like that's where I was, man. That's where I was at, you know, and like I don't know when it like. Drain was already like a couple years into being a band, and I still would like I'll say this. I've always had like such a respect for shows and for music, and like even when I was like a fucking party fiend, I never drank at any show I attended. I never drank at a show I
Really?
played. I never like.
Wow.
There's always this weird thing where I just like in my heart I was like, yeah, I can't bring that into this like sacred place, you know,
Wow.
like, and that's how I look. I'm like, listen, no judgment. I'm not putting out. I never shot right. I never fucking partied at a show. I never like, hooked up with someone from a show and I have this weird like, oh, I'm gonna see someone. It's like this is my sacred place, man, and I just never fucking want to tarnish that, and like I'm thankful I have. And but yeah, there's this moment where I was just like, we were kind of playing and like we played LA one time, one of the first few times, and like we went back to my family's house. Like I was just partying. We hit the cha-cha.
Oh yeah,
The cha-cha.
We hit the cha-cha.
cha-cha lounge.
Yeah,
Cha-cha lounge.
yeah, and I got like drunk and like it's just bad. And I was like, dude, I can do this, or I can party, or I can do music.
You had to choose.
I can't do both though.
You had to choose.
Yeah,
That's it.
And you know what? Like, I have all the respect to everyone who can. I don't know if I have that in me, And like, there was never like, yo, have like one beer. It was like, yo, like, let's fucking. It's the guy you see on stage is that, but like in your living room. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, let's fucking jump off something. Let's break something. Let's like scream and kick a window out. And it's like, dude, you can't do that, man. Like, so I feel fortunate to have like found a way to like channel that. We still get a little rowdy. We still get a little rowdy on the road. The hotel rooms have seen some nonsense, but it's there's a time and a place for it, And I'm very thankful that it would have never been able to be a thing that works if I did both. There's just no way, I knew that.
It's not an easy choice, but it does help when you have like a very clear cut. I cannot do this if I keep doing this.
Dude, yeah, man. It's
crazy.
Like I knew, and I'm like, so my girlfriend, now wife, we both like, we just kind of like, hey, I think we're like done, and so we got like sober together and just like have both.
Oh,
been
that's sick.
Yeah, so it's been about 10 years.
Congrats,
just
man.
about. Yeah, thanks, man.
Wow.
Even for like, I feel so lucky. Our whole camp, like, even for like Cody's not Edge, like, we're not a party band.
I mean, I feel similarly too, where it's like I treat the shows as like a sacred place too. So it's like I don't like maybe at the most if a fan wants to buy me a shot or something before the set, or if a friend's there and they want to like take a shot, but like I'll never get drunk, and I've never been drunk playing a show because I just don't. It just does never interested me, And I just want to be there mentally sound to be able to do what we got to do and play.
Totally.
And
That's awesome, man.
you know what I mean? But yeah,
it's
awesome.
It's sick.
I've had a voice in my head, however you want to call it, like to stop drinking. Like something was telling me you need to stop because you want to keep doing this. You gotta, and I've avoided it for like a long time. Guess, well, hey, I stopped drinking while I wrote this record. I was sober, so kind of opened up those 2 years. I just avoided them. I know I got 2 beers or 3 beers, but it was enough to weigh me down.
Yeah,
and I finally, when I fucking made the switch about 4 months ago, things have started to slowly line up.
Dude,
musically, very important.
That's huge, man. Congrats, Jeff. I thought that first chunk is like, at least for me, the first like 6 months, year was like really difficult. Like really, and like, but like I knew it was like it was working. It was the right call. And just like, damn, like I realized, like, dude, I haven't been outside of a show. Like, I'm like, dude, I haven't been sober on a Friday night in like 7 years. What do I do on a Friday? Like, what do you do if you're not at a show with your friends? Like, what do you do? Like finding little things. That was the hardest part to like get into. Like, what is a new normal? And like
new normal is a good way to put it.
Yeah, and like now, like normal to me is probably like, yo, like so many people are like, yo, you guys are boring as fuck. I'm like, I am, dude. Like, I don't know what to say. It's like, dude, like that's what it is, But that's how we get up and go kick ass, Like I can't.
Hey, you know what? When you're born, you get a lot of shit done.
Dude,
when you're alone, you get a lot of shit done. When you're fucking boring.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I'm like, dude, we'd be up till, dude. I would like, I remember like peak. I was setting an alarm at 3 p.m. to go to work at 4, and I used to work like 4 to midnight.
Wow.
Just like a bakery, like
a bakery.
I worked at this like cookie bakery in like downtown Santa Cruz, and like it was insane. It was sick, scooping ice cream and like baking cookies. It was dope, but like, yeah, it's just the whole thing. Everything starts falling in. Your day-to-day starts changing. Your routine starts changing. You start being more productive, a little bit sharper up here. Yeah, can't speak highly enough. Recommended it big time. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, you get like this little clicks. Oh
Yeah.
shit, cool. Yeah, it's been one of my secret weapons. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm boring, but when I'm alone, that's when a lot of work gets done.
Yeah, dude.
For Friday night, I'm like, okay, I'll probably knowing when to say no, because you can't say no 100% of the time. You know, okay, a friend will hit me up. Okay, I'll have coffee, or maybe I'll go out. They're drinking. I'm just chilling, having a non-alcoholic beer. But every once in a while, I'll say yes. But when I've learned, unfortunately, like you had to make a choice. Like, okay, am I going to get work done, or am I going to go out, or am I going to drink?
Yeah.
It's just like,
dude, I can't imagine
weird.
now. I like, so 10 years, so I'm 31. So I when I turned 17, I turned 21. I got a fake ID. So
yeah,
I stopped drinking at 21 though. And so, bro, I can't, like, we talk about it, I'm like, dude, I feel like today, I feel like I felt like I was dying just trying to get like sleep and like caffeine and water ratio balance. You know what I mean? Like, throw like a hangover in. Dude, I would die.
Yeah.
Like, it's on tour, I would die, dude. Like, I get car sick pretty bad, so I feel like throwing that in, like, dude, and then guess what? When I'm getting sick and all my bandmates are there and my friends are like with us, like, dude, this is bad vibe all around, dude. I can't imagine.
Imagine trying to party last night after playing a set, being in the sun all day, and then waking up this morning. Yeah, that would have.
Dude, we didn't have energy to wait in and out. Like, I can't even imagine having energy to go out and like rage. That's crazy, you know? Like, we
can't. Hangover sucked. I remember we Suicide played the Mayhem Festival like two years ago, and Pain of Truth was the next morning, and I came in here pretty hungover. But you know, caffeine. We wake up, caffeine, gym. All right, you could kind of lock in for 2 hours. The moment they fucking left the door, I went to the bathroom, started puking. I'm like,
dude.
you know what? You have like those moments like this is unprofessional. This is uncalled for, and you know, just a few signs. Like, it just needs to stop.
Dude, that's crazy because I've watched that episode. I would have had no idea. You're
held together pretty
smooth,
well.
Yeah.
Thank God, and that's dangerous.
Yeah, dude,
that's dangerous. It's not a good skill to have.
Yeah, that actually is true, man. No, I totally. I'm like, it's funny. I
was like, the last 5 minutes, I'm like, I hope we could wrap up soon because I'm gonna puke.
Dude, so insane, man. Well, shit.
So unprofessional, but that thing, I guess, thankfully, it didn't really show. Great band, dude.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Pain of Truth.
Shout out Pain of Truth.
Zach, Michael, everyone, man.
Well, dude, and in this episode, as Mike's talking about, like, saying getting sober, you're probably like, damn, dude. Yeah.
I know. I saw Mike yesterday. I'm like, dude, like, you're one of the guys that, like, you said something and it just stayed here.
Yeah.
That Dying Fetus was a big one. This stays right here. I'm like, fuck, and then it's kind of like keeps like replaying.
Yeah, dude.
I can't ignore it. It's just like it just keeps playing. So I told him yesterday, I'm like, thank you, because you're one of the guys that like told me, and I just kind of stuck with it. Just kind of stayed there.
Man.
I felt bad. Yeah, he's talking about that. I'm like, yeah, dude, that's crazy. And then I'm hungover. They leave. I'm puking. Fuck,
dude.
God damn it.
That's so sick, dude. Damn. I love that.
That's sick.
Well, Sammy, is there anything about Drain that people don't know that you want out there, that you want to?
Damn. That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I feel, it's funny. I feel there's like so much stuff out there that I'm like, maybe it's better keep some secrets, dude. No, not actually. No, I mean,
fuck it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I guess that's it. I think, the one thing I would probably say is just like, and I kind of touched on it live, I probably talk a little bit more than I should when we play. Like last time we had to cut 4 songs, so I should keep the banter to a minimum. But that 30-minute set came up real quick. But yeah, dude, I guess like, we were talking about it earlier at coffee. It's like, dude, I think that we might be on a bigger stage and a big band, quote unquote. And people are like, oh, it's like they're professionals. And it's like I don't know. At its core though, it's like it really is. There's not much that's different from our band to like the 16-year-old kids in the band that we talk to, where I'm like, dude, like, yeah, man, we've just played enough. We're pretty locked in together, but like at its core, like there's no clicks, there's no in-ears, there's no backing tracks. So you know what I mean? It's like we are pretty much the same band that you guys are. Like we covered Sick of It All to open our set yesterday, shout out to Sick of It All, rest in peace, Lou. And we came with that idea the morning of, and we literally stepped off stage 2 minutes before our set, and did a string run through
for like a minute.
Yeah, Tim's hitting on like the pipes that are out there, and he's like, okay, like I'm like, okay, we got it, cool, run it. You know, like it doesn't get more like raw, in my opinion, you know, than that. And it's like I don't know. So I guess with that being said, you know, it's like when you see a big band up there, and I think people maybe think that it's like this unattainable height that they can never get to, or that it's like out of reach. Like, I can't be a band like that. It's like, dude, we are the same band that you guys are, and you can do that. And don't listen to the nonsense, especially there's so much shit online that's like, oh, if you want to be on your band wants shows, you need to do this. You need to pay for me to fucking promote your shit, pay for me to, this is how you market your band. It's like, dude, don't do any of that shit. Just go play music with your friends and play from your heart and keep it real and keep it raw. And that's all you need to do. And be patient. Just give it time. You know, like is it 12 years of being a band? And in the last couple, things have really turned on for us and started pumping up, especially since like, you know, whatever, after shows came back in 2021. But it's like, it takes time, man. Don't look at what we're doing and be bummed that your band of, you know, the kids are in high school, whatever. They're like, why don't we look like that? It's like, dude, don't listen. This shit didn't happen overnight, and it shouldn't happen overnight. It takes time, and you're on the right track, and you're doing everything the right way. Just do it, you know, like, I don't know if that makes sense. So
absolutely, it couldn't have been said better. You know,
thank you for that,
dude.
So I close off every podcast the same. There's no rules, but what are 3 records for people to check out? It could be any genre, any era, year.
Damn,
it's a good question.
Let's see.
And we go over it. That's fine too.
Shit, I mean, any genre that's really hard. Fuck. I mean, first one, I'll just say like Cowboys from Hell, Pantera for me. I mean, that's such, I mean, that influenced me in so many ways, and I just think it's such a great from front to back record for if you like heavy music, and every song has its own unique thing on it, and that.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna sound so fake right now. I don't know. I'm gonna probably forget the tail end of it, but you were bumping away over here. Just Thin Lizzy, Black Rose.
Yeah,
I think what is it? Is it a journey? And what is the rest of the name of it? It's like Black Rose something. Maybe it's not Black. Yeah, a Rock Legend. That's it. But Black Rose, Rock Legend. We're jamming on the way down here, and I love this record. I fucking love this record. Dude, the opening track, do what you want, dude. It's like so posy and so rocking, and I like sometimes I just put that on just to feel good.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was my first.
It's hard. Yeah, it's like it's
three all around.
Man.
Yeah.
Like,
is your friend?
Shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, hey man,
that's a cool Thursday record to check out.
Yeah,
that is a good. I will say
that. I mean, I was on the way down here. I'm saying, would have been, dude, just because it's on the top. You know, like shit. Right now, lately my newest jam I've been doing on a newer band, Crush Your Soul, Ice Water. I've been jamming that record on loop. Yeah,
nice.
I love it. I mean, I already shouted out mine for it, but I love Jay. I love his voice. So hearing it on through a different band, that's one of my favorite newer releases.
Sick.
That was jamming all week on the way down here.
Yeah.
Shit, we got Thin Lizzy, Crush Your Soul, and shit.
I know. I kind of, because I feel like
Pantera, it's good.
Sometimes, like for me, like I listen to a lot of individual songs sometimes, and not like whole album. At least like these days, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so, I do, but like it's hard, you know, with all the genres.
Fucking Killing Time, Brightside, just cause too.
Yeah.
Also,
I mean, that
just shit that's getting me stoked
that
out.
It is a good album. Yeah.
I was thinking all the stuff we were jamming on the way down here. We listened to Killing Time for a little bit. And like
we're at 4.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we're at 4.
Cody, I think we're owed 2 by you.
Yeah. You know, fuck. I'll kind of pull this from like my youth. Goblin, Tyler the Creator.
Oh,
I mean, that's I'm like,
gang. Whoa.
Yeah, whoa. I mean, dude, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, I just, you know, we were just talking about it. I mean, we talk about it a lot, but like, I'm still an OF Odd Future Soldier. You know what I mean? Like, I'm
the real OF.
Yeah, the real OF. The real, yeah, you know, the
first,
the old school OF.
Drains OF out now in the link tree.
But I mean, that's left a lasting impression on me and you know, us, and just like as a kid, and I just, you know, sometimes we'll bump it out of nostalgia because it just made us go crazy, and I don't know. It's just it's yeah.
And even before we met, we were like as we reminisce, we're like, oh, we were both at the same like Tyler the Creator show in Santa
Before
Cruz.
we even knew each other, like probably like what, like months before we met, or no, maybe like a year. But
yeah,
either way, yeah. But
I think about that, yeah, like the spot, the Catalyst in Santa Cruz. Like I think it's now we know. It sounds funny saying this. Like at the time, we're both like 18, and like I think it was just Goblin out, right? That was before.
Well, there's Bastard, there's Goblin.
That was the most recent one, right? Yeah, it's like seeing that. It's like in our heads at that point, like, yo, this is like God. This is the biggest. This is the biggest fucking person we've ever seen.
Oh man!
And in this venue, you know, and so it's like to then be a band that's like we sold that room out. You know, it's like I kind of it's funny. I'm like, oh shit, dude. Like, I wonder if kids like. There's an 18-year-old kid that sees that in us. I don't know.
Yeah,
and we were. It's crazy, but this dude. It was insane. It was insane.
Oh, wow.
Well, I'm in here somewhere, dude. Yeah. Fuck rolling papers. I'm a rebel, bitch. I'm mashing blunts. Yeah, dude, I died in that, dude. It was epic.
We were somewhere in there, man.
Whoa.
Wow.
And that's so cool. That's how the drain started.
Oh, dude. Yeah, man. Yeah. Damn, that's a good pull, dude.
That's a great
pull, dude.
I just thought it for my last one. Project Funk the World by Craig Mack.
Oh wow!
That's a really good album front to back. Yeah. New York, 90s hip hop, flavor in your ear, all that. Can I get down? You know, he's great. R.I.P. too, but yeah.
Never heard Craig Mack.
Oh yeah, it's great. I'm sure you've heard Flavor in Your Ear. The track, mate. It's just like a classic 90s. Like he was the first artist on Bad Boy Records before Biggie was on there. You know, and just good album, man. It's a good album.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know we're bumping on the way home. Let's go.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, is your friend a year old? Came out last year. Check out that record. And where do you want people to go from here?
Shit.
Any shows to push? Anything to put out there?
Hey, man, everyone. If you can't come out to the Grey Day tour, man, it's gonna be awesome.
The Grey Day tour,
yeah. Dude. Well, shit, we talk about the Tyler Creator fight. That's like we've seen that show. It's like, yo, hip hop. The show looks just like a punk show. You know what I mean? It's like it's kind of punk rock with just through a different filter. You know, and so this is the same deal, man. Like that's gonna be these are the biggest shows we've ever played. Great. So longest tour we've ever been on either. It's gonna be
shout out Shakewell.
Yeah.
Shout out. I mean everyone on that. I mean I'm a huge Shoreline Mafia fan, so I'm excited. It's gonna be great. It's awesome.
And congrats to you guys. You're playing San Bernardino at the Glen Helen. That's actually my dream venue to play one day, and we haven't done it yet. So you guys are doing it,
dude.
Congrats,
awesome,
man.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Shit, if you're around, come through, dude.
Yeah,
please,
let's go,
go,
bro. Yes, sir.
I will be honored,
dude. We got you, man. Yeah, I saw like Maiden there. I'm like, and so it's crazy to be like, dude, I can't believe we're playing that spot. That's insane. Yeah, like I was like in high school seeing Maiden there. Yeah, and then I don't know if I can't divulge too much, but we're working on the last headliner we did, which is in support of Is Your Friend. We didn't get to play SoCal. We did Coachella and we couldn't do like a SoCal headliner show. So we're working on a really special one in a couple months that we're putting out soon. So I'm
great.
If you can't hit Grey Day, stay tuned. We got a really dope. If you're in SoCal, it's the biggest Drain headliner show we've ever done, and
beautiful, man.
It's gonna be really special.
Sounds good. Cody, Sammy, thank you for being here, man. It's cool. Pleasure.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, buddy.
All right, everyone. That's it. Later. Love you guys.